Good evening, everyone. My name is qrowrose, your Cardinal Corvus. Welcome back for another stream here. Tonight, I am playing Ghost Rider on the PS2. Matter of fact, I'm going to go over and get that set up right now. This is the licensed game adaptation of the 2007 Nicolas Cage film, and it is also a God of War Light style game. Go ahead and turn that up a little bit. Yeah, this is definitely one of the ones from childhood. I had this a lot on the PSP. Played through it quite a bit, and I'm excited to kind of give it a relook, give it a revisit, see if it's as good as I remember or complete and utter dog shit. This was published by 2K. I forget the developer. We'll see that now. Climax. Whoa! Not familiar with Climax games, and kind of immediately given the title screen there with Ghost Rider. I think I did start a game of this a while back, but I'm gonna go ahead and just do a fresh new game. All right, we have forgiving, challenging, and punishing. That's easy, normal, or hard, obviously. I remember the game not being too difficult, but enemies do pile on you later on. I kind of want to just do punishing to see how bad it is. Part of me is also saying challenging. Let's see. I've almost said to ride the very best one and are not ghost. Okay, we will do it on normal. I think we can bump it up as the game goes on. And we start off with our arrival in hell. So this kind of goes and does its own thing. It's part...
Johnny Blaze.
Oh god, that is very quiet.
Man. A damn good one.
Turn that up.
Jumping bikes through flaming hoops. All sorts.
There we go, I think that should be good.
Nothing he did could save his father.
Yeah, there's very much a not Nick Cage.
That is until
short-haired
John met a
McWhite man.
Who offered him a deal. Curing his father's cancer for his mortal soul. And his father's illness did disappear.
I think the whole thing about his father is for the movie. From what I understand in the comics, it's more of his like adopted dad.
And transformed him into the Ghost Rider. Now Johnny sees no rest. When called, he must become the Rider and exact vengeance on those who spill the blood of the innocents. The devil needs an agent in the world of men. And never more so than now, for the apocalypse is suddenly at hand.
Oh, what is that face? That was like a weird superimposed face. Why did it do that?
Blaze still thinks his destiny is his own. I want a word with him below, where even angels' eyes are blind.
As you wish, I will bring the Ghost Rider to you.
Our good buddy Vengeance. I should double check. I don't think there are any subtitle options, but I'll double check here in a moment.
So now Johnny is in hell.
I've got the perfect sound for that.
And he ain't too pleased about it.
Let me just double check that's not blowing out the... Oh, that's pretty loud. I think that should be alright. Alright, so now we are in the game. In the game proper, we can... He controls very okay. That's the thing. Light attack is our chain, but our heavy attack is like the punch. It's also very loud. Again, I have to stabilize the sound on this. If we... Got a little whip. 1, 2, 3. But we can't really mix and match yet. We're gonna have to do that based once we get our spirits. And then we have our dodge roll, because this is not a Devil May Cry light. It's more of a God of War like. Then we have our dinky little jump. Good lord. Music really comes in here. Right there ought to be good. Press square to light attack, triangle to heavy attack, press X to jump, R1 to block, circle to grab dazed units, press X to jump, R1 to block. Combine block, jumps, and attacks for different moves. Yes, and then our grabs are like different throws. Defeated enemies release Demon Souls and Demon Charge. Demon Souls buy upgrades and bonuses, while Demon Charge power-ups powers up the chain special attack. Hold block for charge power-ups. I'm sorry. Hold block for faster absorption. That's how they encourage blocking in this game. It's like, oh, you collect the upgrades faster. Damn. Honestly, for the basic stuff, it does feel really good, especially when you do land a heavy attack. Alright, I guess I just keep moving forward. I think L1 is for my shotgun. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Take out enemies, don't get hit, and vary your moves. Fill the Vengeance bar. Keeps filling to reach higher levels. Higher levels mean more Demon Souls and a better end of level bonus. Spirit Gauge powers the Hellfire Shotgun and Retribution. One slot will allow you to fire the Hellfire Shotgun with R2. 4 slots is enough to unleash Retribution by pressing L1. Retribution makes you stronger and faster. Grab an enemy during Retribution to perform the Penance Stare and turn spirits into souls. So that basically gives you an insta-kill at the cost of your meter, and I believe that lets you gain health back. Damn it. I do wish you had more time if you do mess up the grab. Right now, it's like you hit them once and you're just kind of SOL. Can I go that way? No. There we are. Weird chain noise intensifies. Alright. Anything back here? This is a pretty linear game, so I don't believe there's much room for exploring. But block your fire to absorb it and restore energy. I'm already full on everything but my Spirit Gauge. Is this our first mini-boss? Oh, this is our red barrier like in Devil May Cry. Destroy all nearby enemies to take down the soul barriers they have summoned. And these are more general imps, and the industrial guitar kind of just goes again. There we go. Like that. Damn. Okay, we'll pick it up though. We'll pick it up. Damn. Roll over, hit the suplex on him. Or is that more of an Alabama slam? Dodge has iframes, good to know. Roll has iframes, I should say. Alright, and that should have taken care of the soul barrier. Press circle to open a door, just like Devil May Cry. Alrighty. And here's where we get an element that DMC Devil May Cry's remaster would rip off. The fact that you actually have to hit a certain style threshold in order to damage your enemies. So now, got a little dive kick. Let's see. 1-1. It likes when I'm up. One, two. Yeah, I know how to raise the vengeance level, buddy. Or at least I know how to break the shield, I should say. Let me go moveless. What we got? Chain stab, square, square, square. Square, triangle, 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 triangle. Hold triangle, 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 square, triangle, square, triangle, square, square. Jump, air slash, chain slam. Yuri kick. Chain slam. Okay. There we go. Come here. Oh boy, even more of them. And now we can just do demon charge. I'm just doing all-out attack, basically. I don't think there's a taunt button, actually. Sound, game, no widescreen. It's the on bike, link charge, retribution center, camera, move. Oh, there is a taunt button. Oh, does it not work? What? Hold on a minute. Oh, taunt button is select.
Ready for my penance stare?
Right. It's just fucking ask them if they're ready for the penance stare. It's the most polite taunt. Are you ready? One second here. Just want to check something. Okay, we seem to be good. Get back into it. And here are the bat demons from Devil May Cry, essentially. You just fucking hit them once and then yeet. I do not want to enter the upgrade shop right now. I'm in the middle of combat. I will just do this though.
Nice try.
Okay, so you can actually, now we'll go into the upgrade menu. And here we're just hit with Sam Elliott PNG. Caretaker's upgrade. Spend demon souls to upgrade attacks and buy bonus items. Press X and hold to deposit souls on an item. So we can get fire combos, fire combos, light combos, heavy combos. And each are 200. We have 850 souls. Duh. Let's just get one of each. Duh. And then now each is 400. And can't upgrade any of the specials. We can, or no, we can't get gallery stuff. Movies, you get a lot of behind the scenes stuff and a lot of the comics, which is pretty cool. You can actually read each of these comics if you have the souls, which is honestly really cool. I wish more games that were based off comics would do this. Yeah. Man. Damn it. You. I think that's the biggest sin this game has, at least revisiting it immediately, is like there's no lock-on button. There's like a center of the camera button, which is helpful on its own, but... Go. Is there any fire nearby? There we go. Okay, so fire can refill health, in addition to the drops from enemies. So that's at least a benefit. I do know that one of the cooler things about this game as well is that you can play as Blade, which kind of redoes some of the mechanics. Basically, your grab, instead of necessarily getting you souls, it's the main way that you refill your health. And we have our first boss here, this big boy. Sweet. Oh shit. Go back and play past games and have some quality of life stuff and like, damn, what were they thinking not including that? Welcome in, Yoshi. Good to see you. Yeah, no, it's interesting. I mean, this was a licensed game, so this is more of a budget title. they don't have a whole lot of money to really work with. And if we take a look at our controls, you don't really have a lot to do. At least not where to really do anything. Like, I think you could probably click the left stick in order to like lock onto a target, but even then, like, changing targets and other things would still be a bit difficult. Yeah, so you have your A through S ranking, but you also have V rank, which is Vengeance. I believe V is the highest. But oh, it didn't save my data. Okay. Well, welcome in. How you doing tonight? Yeah, it's pretty cool. This is another area. I don't really remember if God of War does something similar. Kingdom Hearts, okay, nice. Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2? Or 3, I should say. Or any of the other Kingdom Hearts games. There's like 10 of them by now. One final mix. Okay, nice, nice. Hell Cycle, R1 to accelerate, L1 to break. And this is the other half of the game. I like it until I get lost. That's fair. What section of Kingdom Hearts 1 are you on? Circle is to fire. And X to jump. And we just saw the first half of this game in the combat, but now we actually have the other half, which is doing the biking missions. Before there was Mario Kart World's intermission tracks, there was Ghost Rider PS2 with navigating to your other stages. And the odd physics that will entail. If I remember correctly, you can kind of handbrake the L1. Just beat the whale. Okay, so you finished Monstro. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah. I do kind of want to go back and replay Kingdom Hearts 2. I really like the combat in 2. But I do not miss 1. Square and triangle to whip to the left and right. Got our demon riders here. Oh, shit. Okay. Forgot you can kind of just turn on a dime by just decelerating. Yeah, the enemies kind of just spawn in as an afterthought, so you can usually ignore them, but I like the game, though, for the most part. That's fair. Like, the combat's really good in 1. My main thing is just, like, the traversal, and I feel like 2 does a lot more refinement. L2 to power down, that's where you do your cool Akira bike slide. The game even lets you go into slow motion for it. Yeah, they refine a lot of things in 2. I'd say 2 is probably the best mechanically out of the main 3. The Ghost Rider game, I thought it was entirely just a movie. No, that's fair. This really didn't get a lot of marketing. It was more of a cash grab. Am I gonna make this? Okay, cool. But yeah, there was a Ghost Rider game. We had this right around the first Nicolas Cage film. I say as if we've had any other Ghost Rider movie. Though he was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That was the Robbie Reyes version. That was not Johnny Blaze, which is the technically second Ghost Rider. In the Nick Cage movie, the Sam Elliott character of the Caretaker is technically the original Ghost Rider from like I want to say the 60s, when he was like a guy on a white horse. And then after a while, they're like, this isn't working out. Let's make him like a motorcycle guy, and he's also a demon, or part demon. He's possessed by a demonic spirit, technically. And then now we fast forward to the modern day where we have, God, we have like, what, 5 or 6 different Ghost Riders? Because we've got Johnny, Caretaker, we've got Danny Ketch from the 80s, we've got Robbie Reyes from 2012, 2016, I think. There is the Hatsune Miku Ghost Rider, whose name I am not remembering, but she is like she skates and she's blue. She has like neon, like LED hair. So we have the Hatsune Miku Ghost Rider. That was introduced in the 2020 run? Learn more than one with so many types. Yeah, basically the idea was Johnny, who's the main guy, who's the Nick Cage guy, was infused with the demon Xanatos or Zarathos, I forget. And the other Ghost Riders are infused with their own spirits. So like The main other Ghost Rider for a while was called Vengeance, who was the, I don't know if you saw the intro cutscene, but it was like a red-looking guy with like a spiky biker helmet. So that's the main one. But then in the 80s, they wanted to do a new Ghost Rider, so they did Danny Ketch, who has more of like a square kind of bike shape. And then there is a another one, which is Robbie Reyes, who isn't really a Ghost Rider. Excuse me. He was more possessed by a cult his uncle was a part of, and he drives a car instead of a motorcycle. Yes, Fantasia, or I'm sorry, Phantasma is the Hatsune Miku-esque Ghost Rider. She has like blue and black color scheme with glowing blue eyes, and her skull is more of just like a chrome kind of helmet, and she has like neon blue twin tails coming off of it in the back, kind of like Hatsune Miku. There's also a Native American Ghost Rider. There's 2 of them, I think. There's one that's a guy that rides like a woolly mammoth, and then there is a woman who rides a skeleton horse. If I remember, I don't remember her name, but she was in probably the most recent Ghost Rider run, which was Final Vengeance, or not Final Vengeance, it was Spirits of Vengeance. And I think that's going to tie with something called Spirits of Violence, which is next, because there's also a Ghost Rider character called Violence. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. I don't have a lot to do at work sometimes. I'm getting my ass, Jesus Christ. I don't have a lot to do at work sometimes, so I kind of just read, especially since I've gotten back into comics. So I decided to do Ghost Rider, because I've always thought he was kind of cool. I just didn't know a ton about him aside from the movies. And the little bit I played of him in Ultimate Marvel 3 and Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Come on. There we go. But yeah, that... Oh, and there's also the Wolverine Ghost Riders. I forgot to mention those. Those ones are probably the second newest. There was the time where Wolverine got... so first, I should say they're both called Helverine. Need to go over here to knock this down. They're both called Helverine. This one was possessed by a spirit called Bagragul, and it initially infected Wolverine. He fought Ghost Rider. They purged it out of his system. And then and then Wolverine's son gets killed by Sabretooth. He gets cut up in the Antarctic. Picked up manga, but you can probably guess what I'm reading. Yeah, probably more Madoka Magica, huh? Yeah, Sabretooth fucking cuts up Wolverine's kid and, like, disassembles him limb by limb, spreads it out to spell happy birthday in front of Wolverine. And since he got like that, the spirit of Bagragul comes in and it's like, hey, you got a raw deal, let me try and help you out. All you gotta do is anytime you kill someone evil, you gotta make a monument to the devil. And so now his son... Yeah, he's not in this game, unfortunately. The only other Marvel character in this that's like a hero is Blade. But, so, Wolverine's son gets it, and he's the current Helverine, and he's got his own ongoing comic book series right now, where he just kind of turns into a skull with, like, knives on his hands. Like, 2, instead of, like, 3 Wolverine claws, he's got 2. And he's pretty cool. I like him a decent bit. His comic is a little slow right now, but it's at least something. They're fighting a Hell Hulk at the moment, and that's causing people to, like, freak the fuck out. So, it's pretty cool. I'd argue that right now is a really good time to get into comics if you have any interest in a character, because there's always writing about something, and the medium is pretty accessible, even if you don't go and buy your comic, which, you know, if you like it well enough and you can afford it, I always advise. But, you know, there are plenty of comics out there where it's like, hey, if you just do a few searches, you can find what you're looking for well enough. So, like, that's what I'll do. I'll typically read something, and then if I really like it, I'll go over to my local shop and pick it up and start reading it concurrently. Which is both good and bad. On one hand, it lets me kind of test it out. On the other, that means I'm pulling, like, 10 different series a month. Probably a little more than that. between like Marvel, DC, and a bunch of indie comics. This is the other kind of problem, is like you have iframes on your dodge, but it's very slow, and you can't really counterbalance the camera, so you will get jumped in this game, especially early on when you don't have like a ton of defense, or you're still learning like good crowd control combos. Hit him with the slam. Speaking of which, though, I do have like 20,000 upgrade points. I can do stuff. Can I grab you out of the air? Yeah. It's jank, but there is tech. Let's do quick push, jump in triangle, jump in square.
There you go.
There you go. Square, triangle, square. That's gonna be good.
Enjoy.
Square, square, triangle, triangle.
There you go.
And then block, square, block, triangle. Oh, this is my dive. Yeah. That's actually really good. And then triangle, square, triangle, triangle.
There you go.
And then let me upgrade my health.
There you go. Done.
Duh. I think I'm just gonna max out my health actually.
There you go. Enjoy.
There we go. Read a comic yet? Make him a shot one day. By all means. I mean, I recommend it. I will say the problem with reading comics, at least in my opinion, is that a lot of comics pull the thing where they all exist in the same universe, so there's a lot of different crossover stuff where characters will appear in a completely separate book. So you'll just be reading, and then at the end it'll either say, oh, go over to this completely other thing and read here. Or they'll say, oh, if you had read this issue like 20 things back, you might remember this, or if you read this other crossover event, you might know that. That being said, since the medium has existed and since we have the internet now, a lot of people will compile reading orders for you in order to figure out like where you should start reading if you are interested in something. Yeah, I can't upgrade anymore. Like a good example is for DC, I really like Green Arrow. I think Green Arrow is a really cool character. He's if you're unfamiliar, he's basically like modern day Robin Hood if he was just really like sarcastic, and very like class conscious. So what he'll do is he's like, oh, I fucking hate these millionaire CEOs because they're poisoning like water and they're making it really hard for like decent everyday people to really live. And so he'll kind of go after the CEO a little bit and be like, hey, you fucked up. I need you to come with me. So it's got a little commentary on that if you want some more social issues in your comics on top of your superhero stuff. But that being said, I was like, oh, this new run of Green Arrow looks really cool. I don't really know where to start because it's already like 20-ish issues in. And so I Googled, I was like, hey, what's the Green Arrow reading order? And someone was like, honestly, you could jump in at like issue 18 out of 22 and read there because it starts a whole new arc. As long as you know a little bit about who Green Arrow is, you'll be totally fine. And so I did. I started it out at like issue 17 or 18. Green Superman, I wish. No, I don't actually. Like Green Arrow's really underpowered. Like he's of any character that's on like a Green Lantern, goodness, is on a Justice League team, he's like the weakest guy because he just doesn't have powers. He's like, I'm kind of smart. I have a lot of money. He's like Iron Man if he didn't build suits. He's like, oh, okay, I can do this thing where I just fucking make a punching bag arrow or a sleeping gas arrow, and I'll just use that. But like the design they have for 2022 is really sick because it's just he's wearing a hood and he's got like a mask over it. Of course, a cutscene's playing, so now the fucking game is quiet as hell.
But he had yet to discover a route out of the infernal kingdom.
Yeah, I jumped in at like 17 or 18, and I've been reading since, and it's been good, and I've been able to follow along. So, the general idea for me is like, find someone who looks cool or a story that sounds good, Google where to start, read it online, if you don't want to buy it physically. And if you find you like it, go ahead and support your local comic shop and pick it up.
Succeeded, and the horde Lord of Hell has risen from my kingdom to finish what
That's another thing too for the Nick Cage adaptation for this movie is like they got the same look for Mephisto. I think it's Michael Shannon is who played
The
him?
world of mortals breaks the very laws of heaven and hell. Soon they will trigger the apocalypse. You must bring them back, or it will be the end of everything.
Why me?
I have a pact with the angels in heaven. If I cannot control my kingdom, they will take it from me. Rule number 1, no demons on Earth. This is a job for the Ghost Rider, no one else.
You're welcome, man.
And what if I tell you to?
Did you hear what I said? The end of everything. All you ever cared about. One soul in particular.
Roxanne.
She dies tonight, Ghost Rider.
No.
Vengeance, go! Find Roxanne Simpson. Bring her to me.
Bruh. I love it's like, hey Ghost Rider, I need you to stop basically hell on earth in the apocalypse. And Ghost Rider's like, why do I gotta do it though? And he's like, dude, everyone will die if you don't. And he goes, but I don't want to though. And he's like, dude, there can't be any demons on Earth. Which is also cap, like there are demons all over Earth. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. And Ghost Rider's still like, no, I don't want to do it. And then Mephisto's like, all right, fine, then I'll go kill your girlfriend. And he's like, oh, hell no. This is very silly. So let's talk about some cool Ghost Rider shit that happened. He's only been around for 40 fucking years, so it's not like there hasn't been anything crazy cool he's done. Oh, right, I forgot about this attack. Oh, no. So let's start off. Here's the time that Ghost Rider let the Hulk go on a rampage. Basically, what happened was there was an event called Planet Hulk, which was Hulk was sent on a rocket ship because he was too destructive. Rocket ship crashed on a planet. Hulk became enslaved as a gladiator and worked his way up to ruling over the entire planet. He had a wife, he had a kid. He was happy, right? Hulk was happy, which is a rare thing in the Hulk. You know, normally he's fucking miserable. So Hulk's happy. He's got his rocket still on the planet, but you know, it's just there. It crashed. It's whatever. Until someone hotwired it to be a bomb. And so it exploded. It killed his wife, killed his kid. And what does he see after it explodes? Well, he sees the people who sent him into space in the first place. That being Reed Richards, Black Panther, fucking Professor Xavier, I think Iron Man, and I think Namor was part of the Illuminati that sent him into space at the time. So Hulk's pissed, right? He's like, oh hell no, you know, if it wasn't for these guys, this ship would never have exploded. So I'm gonna go get my lick back. I'm gonna go run it back for my wife and my kid, and that instigates what's called World War Hulk, or yeah, World War Hulk. So he comes back to Earth with his thrall of the people from the gladiator planet called Sakaar that he was on, and essentially he's like, no, you know, everyone's dying, especially the people that took me into space. We're all going. And eventually, Ghost Rider's chilling out there, and he's like, I gotta stop this, you know, I can't, I'm a superhero, I gotta save him, right? And again, you know how I said that Ghost Rider is basically just a guy possessed by a demon? And whenever the demon takes over, that's when he gets the flaming skull and everything and the superpowers. So, he turns into the demon, he rides off to Ghost Rider, and he's like, you need to stop this, you need to... Hulk hits him through a building, and fucking Ghost Rider loses consciousness. The flames on his head turn blue, which means the demon is now in full possession. Demon picks up the bike, looks at Hulk and says, you're justified in all this, I'ma head out, and leaves. So the Ghost Rider was complicit in Hulk's attempted conquest of Earth because his vengeance was righteous. In addition, that was from World War Hulk, I think was like the mid-aughts, like 06, 08. So let's do something a little more, we'll do something a little more contemporary for Ghost Rider. So, what if I told you about the time that Ghost Rider had to give birth to or not give birth, but basically help conceive a like clay kid in order to infiltrate a cult. So this happened because Ghost Rider's going on his tour. You know, actually, no, I'm going to back out of that one because that happens later on in the same run. The first run for Ghost Rider, or earlier in that same run, I should say, when he has the Clay Kid, is Ghost Rider participates in a wacky races style race, like speed racer type shenanigans with a bunch of other Marvel characters. And it's like a really weird assortment, if I remember correctly, because it's like a weird one-off chapter. It's like Doctor Doom, I think Bullseye's in it, I think Elektra, Black Widow, Doctor Strange, a couple like D-list Spider-Man villains are there, I'm pretty sure. Wolverine is there. It's like any random Marvel character you can think of that's in the background that isn't like planet-sized, like Galactus or something, is in the race. And the whole deal with the race is it's a race up to a mountain to meet a demon named Blackheart. And whoever gets to the mountain first wins a wish, like one wish, whatever they want. And I believe halfway through the race, Johnny is actually riding I believe at this point he's riding a flesh motorcycle called Exhaust, because the run that this race takes in begins with Johnny, I can shoot all these bats, begins with Johnny basically being under a hallucination put on by demons, and also being infected with a demonic parasite. And when he extracts the parasite, it becomes a separate entity that basically looks like Ghost Rider if he had like a bunch of smokestacks and was like made of flesh and muscle, called Exhaust. It's basically like the negative aspects of Ghost Rider that he doesn't really accept. It's weird. And it gets dropped after a while. Basically, he beats Exhaust. Exhaust turns into his motorbike. And then once that... What the fuck is going on over here? Earth magic fuels his burial. Only the Earth soul will allow you to break it. Okay, so I gotta go get power up. The Exhaust turns into his bike, so he's riding his flesh bike named Exhaust. He's doing the race, and then I think like halfway through, I read this a few months ago, so my memory is terrible, so bear with me. He is riding along, and he realizes he's like, I'm not supposed to be here. I have other things I need to do. So he goes and fucks off, like he collapses the bridge, I think, so no one else can win, because the idea of Blackheart granting someone a wish is too dangerous, because Blackheart's like a villainous demon. But later on, and like Blackheart's one of his like big bad enemies, like that's one of his, aside from like Mephisto and Vengeance, I want to say Blackheart is probably one of the stronger Ghost Rider villains. So at the end of the run, like towards the end of the run later on, there's like an end panel. This was not the focus of the issue, what I'm about to say, but it just kind of happens. Ghost Rider rolls up to the canyon where Blackheart was still standing, raises his arm, and just fucking sends Blackheart back to hell. Just immediately is like, I don't have time for these games, you need to go. And just sends him down. It's crazy. I was surprised at how nonchalant it was for how big of a villain this was. And then later on in that, as Johnny's like going through the country, stopping crimes, trying to figure out what's going on, there is this FBI supernatural expert who is on his tail, and I sadly can't remember her name either. But basically she goes from investigating Johnny and the Spirit of Vengeance to teaming up with him, and the two of them eventually start getting together, and they have like a little date thing. So she has baggage with the occult she was in. When she was really young, she was with this guy, and he was very nonchalant about just fucking murdering people. Later on, she kind of realized, hey, this is fucked, I need to get out. But the cult comes back to haunt her, so she needs to get into it. It's abducting a bunch of kids, like real bad shit. So they go to the, I believe it's a mental asylum, an abandoned mental asylum where they're holding up. And they realize, oh, there's a protective barrier on this. Neither one of us can get in. We need to basically make a proxy in order to get inside. So to do this, they strip naked, They do like some runes. They fuck each other, and then she gives birth to like or they create, I should say. She doesn't really get like, pregnant, but their union creates like a clay statue, like a clay homunculus, I think is the best term. And that homunculus kind of enters in and allows them access into the school to stop the cult. Now, sadly, as much as I kind of like the two of them, because she was a bit more no nonsense, he was a bit more sentimental. It was nice. It was kind of cool. But it ends like really quickly. They just fridge her ass, where she sacrifices herself so that they sacrifice herself so that she can, I believe, send the cult back to hell. And I think, no, Danny Ketch, saving Danny Ketch was earlier on in the run. I don't think she sacrificed herself for that. So yeah, those are some of the little bits of Ghost Rider I've had so far. This is not including things where it's like, oh, here's one actually, here's one. So Ghost Rider's power fluctuates a lot based on who's writing. I mean, that's true about any real like superhero, or any comic in general. It's like sometimes you need to make your character weaker to make the fights more interesting. And that's like in most media, right? So that does lead to Ghost Rider having various levels of power, and it's very fun to witness kind of how overpowered or underpowered he is for a situation. Case in point, there is a episode of the Fantastic Four 90s cartoon where Galactus is invading New York, and Reed and the Fantastic Four are like, oh no, what are we gonna do? Galactus is gonna eat everything. Oh no. Oh no, the fucking Kevin Hart. Oh my goodness, no. No, Galactus, don't do it, Galactus. Fucking Ghost Rider, out of nowhere, rolls up, looks at Galactus with the fucking penance stare. And if you don't know, the penance stare is basically like, I'm going to show you every sin and pain you've caused anyone ever since you were born. And all of that is going to be damage directly inflicted into your soul. Better than a character that's always going to stomp everyone. Yeah, it's fair. But it's basically like, I'm going to turn every bad deed you've ever done on you, and it's going to not hurt you physically, it's going to hurt your soul. And I believe it more or less kind of just wipes you from, I don't think it kills you, I think it literally murders your soul. So you are more or less erased from existence. At least that's how I remember it. I could be wrong. So, Ghost Rider pulls up on this New York City block on his motorcycle, looks Galactus dead in the eye, and Galactus drops like a fucking sack of potatoes. Like, this dude just drops Galactus immediately with a look. And then he rides off. He's like, my deed is done. He tuxedo masks and says, I've done it. You don't need me anymore. But here's the thing, right? So the idea with the penance stare is it's supposed to be like all your regrets and everything are kind of turned on you from all the pain you've inflicted. Like, you realize the pain you've caused, you regret it, that regret kind of sends you. Case in point, there's a new Ghost Rider comic that comes out. And when I mean like new Ghost Rider comic, I mean this came out like a month ago, 2 months ago. It's basically the same thing. Ghost Rider is, or the Thing is like hanging out in New York. Ghost Rider rolls up with him and Johnny Blaze, I think. Or, I'm sorry, him and Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. Let me just do this, get these guys off me. Hold back so I can hit you. And basically, Johnny Blaze learns about Galactus. In this run, he didn't know about Galactus before. He's like, oh man, Galactus is coming back. I don't know what we're gonna do. This guy always kind of shows up and causes trouble. He's gonna eat more planets. That's a lot more life. I'm worried. And Johnny says, you know what? Let me see what I can do. I could probably take Galactus. You know, I've got the penance stare. I could totally do that. So, fucking, he gets Ghost Rider. He drives into space because he can just do that sometimes. He just drives into space and rolls up on Galactus. He goes, hey, you need to stop this. And Galactus is like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about you. I'm gonna go do what I need to do. And he's like, you're too small for me. Don't, you're nothing. So Ghost Rider's like, all right, bet. And he grows like super big. He grows like as big as Galactus. And he goes, am I big enough now? And then he goes, all right, I'm going to fucking do the penance stare on you. Or I'm sorry, I have that backwards. He does the penance stare first. Penance stare has no effect. Galactus does not care. Galactus is a force of nature. He does not feel remorse. He literally is doing what he needs to do to survive. He goes, okay, that didn't work. I'm going to fight you. And Galactus goes, you can't. You're too small. And Ghost Rider goes, bet. Turns like super big as Galactus. Starts fighting Galactus. Fights not to a standstill, more to like he's doing damage, but it clearly doesn't matter in the long run. And it basically gets to the point where like Uatu the Watcher comes in, who is like a reality being that observes the universe and the multiverse, and he doesn't really intervene. Ah, shit. Now we see the fun physics of the motorcycle sections. He doesn't really intervene usually. He kind of just will be like a narrator, and he basically pulls the one meme. He just puts his hand on Ghost Rider's shoulder and says, I'm gonna need you to log out for me, Chief. And Ghost Rider's like, but why though? He's killing everything. He's doing this. He's like, yeah, well, here's how it's gonna go, bud. He goes, what's gonna happen is this. One day, Galactus is going to eat the Earth. And when he does that, he's going to move on. He's going to eat other planets. After he's done eating all the other planets, Galactus is gonna go and fight the Celestials. And what the Celestials are is they're basically demigods that rule over galaxies and universes. And he says, and then after he fights the Celestials, Galactus is going to consume all of reality. He's going to kill everything. Everything is going to die, and you cannot stop that. And Ghost Rider is like, no, I can beat this guy. I can't let that happen. I'm a hero. I have to save everybody. And Uatu goes like, no. You don't understand. We need him to kill everybody. We need him to kill everybody. And Ghost Rider's like, what do you mean by that? Why does he need to kill everybody? What's the point of that? And he goes, I'll tell you what the point is. He says, basically, once Galactus has eaten everything in the world, it will compress the world, the universe, the galaxy, all of reality, into another singularity. And the singular... Fucking, hold on. Fucking domed. It will compress all of reality into a singularity. And when that happens, there will be nothing left to do but... Motherfucker. There will be nothing left to do but have another Big Bang. And when we have another Big Bang, we're going to play out the events of the universe all over again. And Ghost Rider's like, but why if it always ends with us being put into a singularity? And the Watcher says, because with every time that we have a new singularity and a new Big Bang and the universe goes through again, something gets a little better. I don't know what, we don't know what yet, but every time this happens, the world will get a little bit better. Something in the universe will change, and more good things will happen. And it's going to keep doing this cycle of rebirth and death and rebirth and improvement up until the point where we reach a nirvana, essentially, a perfect world. But in order to do that, you have to let nature run its course, and you have to let things kind of go as is. And he says, well, if that's the case, if all we're supposed to do is live and die ad nauseum, ad infinitum, what's the purpose of the universe then? What's the purpose of all this? And he goes, the purpose of the universe is to seek out what the universe is. Like, learning that drive to kind of know more, to do more, that's the whole point. And this is something that those comics have touched on before. There was another team up, or another like cross book called Doctor Doom and Rocket Raccoon, which was another like one-off, one-shot. That's another thing too, as you get into comics, you'll find that there are things called one-shots, which are just single issues that don't really tie into a bigger series. But that means that they can take more risks on either their art or their subject matter. So this Ghost Rider Galactus comic I'm talking about is one of those. But in the Doctor Doom Rocket Raccoon one, It's very much the same thing. Dr. Doom wants to go to the earliest point before the Big Bang, before the singularity. He wants to meet whatever created the universe. He wants to meet God, essentially. He wants to meet like the God of the creation. So Rocket and Doom make the time machine. They go to that point. They're waiting around. Nothing happens. And then a universe guy pops in like a few seconds later, and he goes, "Oh, you know, I exist because you came back here, and the reason for being is to be. To seek understanding of the universe is why the universe exists. To know is to be." And I find that interesting. Just you have, it's like, oh, you have Evil Knievel if he sold his soul to the devil, and now he's a superhero that fights demons. And it's like, what are we gonna do with that? It's like, oh, well, let's make a poignant little subject on the nature of the cosmic cycle of rebirth, and let's talk about that and how it relates to nature and entropy and the death of the universe, and we can do that. And it's really fucking weird, but the art's really, really good. And it's honestly really cool. It's a lot of fun. It's funny. Like, that's the thing, is just, it's very silly to have the Thing fight like this regular, not even really fight. He's kind of just talking. He's like, look, you shot me and I'm made of rock. So here's how it's going to go. I'm going to take you to jail. You're not going to fight. We're just going to go and you're going to let me do this. And then fucking Ghost Rider pulls up out of nowhere. It's just, hey guys, how's it going? So I don't know. I think stuff like that is what really gets me interested in comics, is like the risk taking, the ability to tell a really cool story, the art especially. Like, some of this art is fucking incredible, and it's really cool. You know, it's a nice way to revisit childhood interests with a more, I don't want to say like respectful gaze. I think that is doing too much of a disservice to like the younger audience that reads comics. I think it's more along the lines of like, with someone who grew an ability to not like worry about how silly it can be at times, and kind of embrace the more campy aesthetic of it. And then if you learn to appreciate how silly it can be, I think that also heightens when things do get serious. At least that's my take on it. And to kind of go into another direction of like, this is how weak Ghost Rider can be sometimes, going back to the Fantastic Four, there is an issue of the Fantastic Four where fucking, I think Mr. Fantastic is under the control of a Skrull. He's trapped all the other Fantastic Four, or like a mole person, yeah, a mole person or something, which is like disguised as his wife, and he's like, oh, Sue's really hot to trot, I gotta be doing whatever she says. He's like under a thrall or whatever. The rest of the Fantastic Four are trapped in the Baxter Building, which is their hideout. So here's who your team is made up of, right? And it's kind of crazy. It is, if I remember correctly, it is Professor Hulk, which is a mixture of the Hulk strength and Bruce Banner's mind. It is Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Ghost Rider. So we're going back before even the beginning of the universe. That's actually pretty sick. Yeah, there's a handful of comics where that happens. That one was Dr. Doom Rocket Raccoon, is where he goes back to before the universe was even made. For you. Gonna do it. And then you.
Ready for my penance stare?
But yeah, so the I don't want to drop this. I don't want to drop the chain. So the team is Wolverine, Professor Hulk, Spider-Man, and fucking Ghost Rider. Tell me why these people can't get out of being buried under some rubble underground, when they have one person who can't, roughly two people that can't really die. Ghost Rider can die, but it takes a lot. There's the Hulk right there, who's also really hard to kill. Really three people. And fucking Wolverine, who, depending on how he's written, could survive like a nuke to the face. Then you have Spider-Man, who's lifted up like steel beams. You have the Hulk, who's strong as shit. You got Wolverine, whose claws can cut through anything. And you got Ghost Rider, who has like Hellfire to command. And none of them can get past this like rock. It's very dumb. It's like early 90s, so we're being really fucking silly. And none of these motherfuckers can get past a rock, and they're like, oh, I don't know if we can take on these mole men. And it's like, motherfucker, of course you can. What are we talking about? Damn, I beat the shit out of this guy. Maybe I should have done hard. I don't think I can change my, difficulty. Earth Soul. I think this is a new... You can now destroy Earth magic. So that new obstacle is no longer an obstacle. Where are we going? Is it just back the way I came? I think it'd be cool if you could interact with these crystals and do something. But yeah, that just kind of goes to show how you can write a character to be strong as shit, just ridiculous, or you can write them to be as weak as you possibly want. And it can be fun either way. I'm not a huge fan of that Fantastic Four comic, just because it's like in the middle of a run, so I kind of caught that one issue. I don't know what else was really going on like that. And then also, like, there are certain, like, this is a bit too silly for me. But, oh boy, I get to fight all these enemies again because I'm going back down the elevator. Yippee! None of y'all wanted to come hang out? Unfortunately. There we go. Nope. You. Yeet. Love they had iframes on their walking. Damn. You dropped the combo, that's unfortunate. Actually, wait. Yeah. Hit it from the back. Pause. Hit you. I love you just have the gun button for the bats because it really makes them very trivial. Alright, B rank isn't horrible. B on the combo meter isn't too bad. Alright, so now I should be able to just backtrack my way. Oh no, more enemies. Whatever will I do? I don't think I could possibly defeat them. I also gotta say, another reason I really like this game is because I don't get to play with chain weaponry a lot in video games. Especially not in like a character action game. For whatever reason, people are just like, oh no. Swords, bats, or not even bats really, it's like mainly just swords and knives. Get the character, or like fists in Godhand's case. Really all you get regarding like combo weapons. Getting an actual chain and being able to like spin it around different ways is really cool. Honestly, I wish there was like a ranged throw attack I could do in order to like drag enemies closer to me and whip them around. That is one thing for like Ultimate Marvel 3. Ghost Rider can do that, and Marvel Infinite. Ghost Rider can do that, and that's actually pretty cool. Alright, that's it. We're just doing it. So now we're just gonna do the penance stairs so I can get some health back. Unfortunately, that is going to break the majority of our... Oh wait, no, that just gives me souls. That doesn't give me health. I fucked that one up. I mean, it still worked though. So we're still out here. Riding and ghosting. Oh. First D and C on damage. That is unfortunate. They said it should not have taken you 8 minutes to do that. Alrighty. Yeah, this is pretty much the rhythm the game goes. You drive your motorcycle to a new place, then you fight for a bit. You get out, you drive your motorcycle to another place. You're just kind of going and picking up the spirit droppings that are being left around. Just want to check, make sure. Alright, now we have Earth Power. All cycles fused with the Earth Soul, you can now perform a double jump. So now my fucking motorcycle can... Bop, bop, bop. Really don't think I really need to upgrade the health cycle all that much, to be honest. Well, I am at 34,000, good lord. That's another thing too, you get upgrade points like really crazy in this game. Ooh. It's actually a little ridiculous how quickly you can just accumulate an upgrade and how quickly combat can flow, where you're just like, oh, I have tons of money right now. I could pause this game at any time. That's another thing too. I like that I can pause the game at any time to do my upgrades. Even if it is a little jarring because it takes you out of combat immediately. I would prefer that than like... And I know why Devil May Cry 3 does it. It's so that way you can't just get stronger at any time or change things at any time. But I kind of like having that freedom sometimes. You know, I think that's my choice on whether or not I want to use it, rather than having to wait to get to specific checkpoints to get stuff. Oh, also, I don't know if it's in this version. It is in the PSP version. There is a Mario Kart-esque mode. There's a racing mode in this game where you play as Ghost Rider and some other characters. So you can play as the human version of Johnny Blaze. You can play as the Caretaker. You can play as Vengeance and Blade and a couple like other random characters. Like I think you can play as Blackheart and Mephisto. And you just all drive your motorcycles on a racetrack and try and do 3 laps. I think you do get power-ups, if I'm not mistaken. So that was something fun there as well, at least on the PSP version. Right. There we go. I am kind of curious to check out Garth Ennis's run on Ghost Rider. Garth Ennis is the guy that wrote The Boys, which is the Amazon Prime show as well. It was initially a comic book that he wrote. So I am curious. Oops. That's what I get for distracted driving. I am curious to see how he approached Ghost Rider. Garth can be very hit or miss when it comes to superheroes. I should have taken the ramp. Oh, God. Fucking crunchy. But I am kind of curious to see how he does Ghost Rider, because Ennis does like Westerns. His Preacher book is pretty good. There are a few things where I think he gets a little too edgy with it from time to time. But that being said, I don't think it makes it a unreadable book. I think just like, if you can endure for some parts where I'm like, this is a little, taking it a little too far just to own up like Christians or something, or this is being a little too much as far as like vulgarity or like imagery that I don't think really adds anything to the book. It's kind of just shocking for shock value, which Ennis is known for. He does that more in Boys and more in Crossed, which are 2 books I don't think I'll ever really read. But Preacher was pretty good, so I'm curious how he deals with a superhero that is has a more Western aesthetic, typically lends himself more to like the desert and drama. So I might check that out at some point. I think I have it bookmarked on my work laptop, but we shall see. I need to rewatch Spirit of Vengeance, actually, which was the second Ghost Rider movie with Nicolas Cage, because that movie's fucking insane. That movie is... Any reservations Ghost Rider 1 had about being too silly, Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance just throws out the window, where, like, he's just pissing CGI fire at one point. He converts a crane into a hell crane, like a piece of construction equipment, because he's just that silly. In that movie, he's that outlandish. And it's just dumb. Like the main villain is Raiden from the Mortal Kombat movie back in the 90s. It's Christopher Lambert. Or he's in it actually, he's not the main villain. But let's look at our upgrades. Yeah, we got like 40,000. Can go ahead and get one of these.
Done. Enjoy.
Backdrops. I don't want comics. There we go. Link charge. Shotgun. I can do these real quick.
There you go.
Whoa, 15,000. That's another thing too. You can kind of just stop. Yeah, I'll just do the full thing. 1,600.
Enjoy.
And 200. I'll just do that all the way.
Enjoy.
So I've got max health, max spirit, max link chain. I could do shotgun. You know what? Why not? I'll at least do one level in the shotgun.
Enjoy.
Yeah, I can't do 1,500. I can do 5, 6. Spin the chain to generate a whirling vortex of flame that engulfs foes in flame tornado. Whip your chain around you to deliver a wide radius of fiery damage. Fire up your chain spin and become a deadly wheel of flame running. Let's do backdraft, because backdraft will make a fire tornado.
There you go.
And that's fucking cool. So that was triangle, square, I believe. Backdraft. Backdraft. Triangle, square. Oh yeah, that's the good one. Now we have our shotgun all the way leveled up. We have our spirit. We have almost everything max level. We're just missing like some. We're just missing some of the moves, and I think like one more level on the shotgun. Even if we get hit, it stays out. I don't know if it has a hitbox though after we're hit. Ooh, hit him. Yeah! I love this game has fucking glory kills, essentially, for the bigger enemies. Just like that, it's over. We just look at the funny rocks and they go away now. Alright. So over here to gain our health back. I'm really wondering what Insomniac's Wolverine game is going to be like, if they're still going to do that. So there, I believe we're going into the bar. Way ahead lies elsewhere. Is it back once I came? Oh wait, is it down here? No. It's not over here by the graveyard, is it? No? Maybe it is back way I came. Yep, alright then. Alright, so now, right here. Damn. Hit him with the 1-2. Hit you with the slam in the meantime. Buddy, appa! Oh. Really? That actually hit. I thought I would be out of the range by that. Alright. Fair enough, fair enough. Get me my money. Alright, back in... This also reminds me a little bit of a Dark Watch. Dark Watch was a PS2 Western cowboy... I'm sorry, PS2 Western vampire first-person shooter that was published by Capcom. I don't remember if they developed it, though. Don't remember. Can't go in there. Going down this way? Ah, up around here. There we go. It would help if the camera would zoom out a little bit more, or give me more of a mini-map, maybe. But it's fine. Again, these levels are linear enough. You'll find the exit pretty quickly. I'm just dumb sometimes. Alright, what do we got this time? Oh, we got a, We'll just hit him with one of these. I also do like that as your combo meter goes up, your skull flame color changes. Max style rank. Ooh. And hit him. Oh, you son of a bitch. Aw, man. Wanted to see what my taunt would be like in Vengeance. I think it does cycle, though. I don't think it's like Devil May Cry 3, where your taunts are connected to your style meter, so as you get higher style rankings, you'll get cooler taunts. Alright. Imagine a fucking imp from Doom is coming in, and you just see it getting styled on, and you're the other imp that needs to go online. What the fuck do you do? You're just like, oh yeah, I can totally fucking beat this guy that's doing error raids and fucking TACs in the corner on old Dylan from accounting over there. Lightning strikes, okay. Okay. Right, this is an actual boss. We actually have a boss. We don't just have a fucking Earth Titan or a Hell Titan.
Ghost Rider arrives at the station just in time.
Can't remember if they actually got Sam Elliott or if they just got someone else to come in. I did turn it up a bit since there are no subtitles.
We have Blackheart's body, and soon he will be restored. We will rule over hell on earth as king and queen.
Not a chance.
I will destroy you.
End of the line, Ryder!
Very riveting dialogue right there from the Ghost Rider PS2 cutscene. Alright. So with this one, you're basically just going to start dodging all of her lightning attacks, waiting for her to come down. There'll be little dots on the ground so you can kind of telegraph where it's going to be. Alright. You should be coming down now. And then she'll just kind of keep instantly spawning enemies as you do this. Oh. Bitch. You know what? No, we're gonna hit this. Oh, you suck. I really wasted the whole link chain. Oh my gosh. It's fine. We're gonna get more enemies. So I will get it refilled. Pull out the way of that. Damn it. Keep getting hit in the middle of me trying to get to her. It's a little annoying. I'll just do this, honestly. Can I cancel out of it? No. Drop. Really? Just one hit? That's all I get? Oh, shit. Woman levitating is cheating. Welcome in, Yura. How you doing? Let's just do this. We'll just do this to get it out. Although Link Chain is coming out, so that's good. Get out the way. The minute I see here is when I will do this lightning ball. I swear, good. Alright, we got it, we got it. She's getting hit with this one. She's getting hit with this one. We got her. Yeah, that actually did some decent damage. Turn the fan off for the first time in 6 days. Damn, I got the fan going like right on me right now. It is hot as hell in my office. Alright. Now I get to transition to another train car. Add it to. Fair. I bet. It's a heat wave everywhere in the world right now. I blame the billionaires. Ow. But yes, welcome in. We're doing Ghost Rider PS2. Damn it. Now we're having a bit better luck with her. I think you're a bit of a good luck omen coming in here, Yura. Before I was only able to get like 1 or 2 shots off. And now I'm actually able to get a decent amount of combos going, so thanks for coming through, I appreciate it. Really like their hack and slashes. Oh yeah, ever since Dave Jaffe, it was a mix between fucking, we're gonna hit this, between Hideki Kamiya, Hidetaki Itsuno, and fucking David Jaffe that came through, and everyone who was able to develop on a PS2 said, what if we make a hack and slash? Like, there's this, there's, Ukes had one with Eve of Extinction, which is a game. There was one with, there was the Nightmare Before Christmas Oogie's Revenge game, which is a Nightmare Before Christmas hack and slash with Jack Skellington, and the different holiday towns give you different, movesets, from what I remember. And it has a fucking, it has rhythm game bosses. Damn it. There we go. We got it, we got it. I'm liking the goth outfit though, that's nice. I wish I could fit in something like that without sweating my ass off right now. Alright. Get out. We're running a little low on it, so we're gonna just... jump up. And I would take... Ignore, ignore. Interesting, she stopped taking damage for a second, and then it kind of doubled back. Weird. Which outfit? Ghost? The moon outfit is... I mean, I was more speaking to her outfit, but I wouldn't mind rocking Ghost Rider's outfit. The problem is I definitely don't have the body type. I'm way too skinny to pull off Ghost Rider. I'd look like a theater kid performing Grease if I did that. And not in like the fun way. I'd look like the annoying theater kid you don't want to talk to. Ooh, there we go. Oh no. I don't know why the cutscenes are very quiet in this game. Leather is daddy, no twink.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah, no, that's what it would look like. I'd look like a leather twink. I'd look like a... The best I could... possibly look, which I won't,
So did some
is
of
I would
those
look like
minions, the villain.
Patrick Swayze in The
Blackheart's
Outsiders.
rotten corpse. Time to wake up, Sleeping Beauty. Brought some help. This is Blade. Don't worry, his bite's worse than his bark. Morning, Sunshine. He's gonna go fetch Blackheart's body for us. You got more pressing matters.
There's
to
Blade.
attend to.
Problems?
Yeah.
Newest
listen up.
character to be added to Marvel
Blackout's
Rivals.
hooked up with Death Watch and the Demon Ninjas. They hit the army base at Fort Nelson last night.
And
From there, they can set off Armageddon at the touch of a button.
Blackout.
I was hoping you'd do that.
Blackout will die by my hands.
Time to hit the road.
Yep, so now we're going after Blackout, not to be confused with Blackheart. Two separate characters, but via naming conventions, you'd be hard pressed to really be looking for them. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like there's got to be a better way to cheese out her trigger to go into her invulnerable state again. Like delaying the attacks or something, I don't know. Alright. Perimeter breach. I think since we're on the train and in here now, I think we only have like about another hour and a half, because we do this. I think we go to the city, we go to the carnival, and then we fight Blackheart, I think. So we don't, we're a good, I want to say 40 or 50% through right now. We've got our full spirit and link maxed out. We've got, I think, half of our shotgun done. I think we only need one more. Either that or we've already maxed that out too. We've got 5 out of 6 for each move category. So we just need one more for each of those. That's going to cost us about 6 grand each, I reckon. Another thing I wish I could have gotten from this game, instead of a block, because this game does have a dedicated block button, is I wish I could have gotten a parry. I wish I could have had a dedicated parry, because I'm not a big fan of a block button in games. The best case scenario is you have a fighting game where I can press the opposite direction. But to have an actual like parry option where I can just get these, push the demons off me and go through on my own and try and fight them, I think that'd be pretty ideal. Keep me engaged a little bit more in the action, but there's only so much you can program when you're on a tight budget and you have a licensed game, right? Is that lightning? I claimed victory too soon. That's not fan. Damn, I'm sorry, man. At least we're all sweating together, right? Oh, I can pull them closer. At least for the execution. Well, that's good to know. Not in that way. Although that would be impressive if I could multitask to that degree. But sadly, no. Not yet, unless I start going on to like Fansly or something. I think Fansly took down a lot of their NSFW content, which gives me flashbacks of OnlyFans a few years back. Or it's like, well, the whole reason your platform was invented was for sex work, so I don't know why you're taking it off now. But that's neither here nor there. Oh, hello, you. Really? That still hit. You have to meow at Visa and MasterCard, honestly. I don't know, they don't want any furries. I don't know how we can do meowing anymore. Says they're against pet play, but have you on a leash. Make it make sense. Won't be happy in the leave, honestly. Right, I forgot about these ninja guys. Completely forgot that you just start fighting ninjas at one point. Yeah. Like that. Really? And you only needed one more hit left? That's unfortunate. Oh well. Is what it is. Alright, I guess we're going to this door over here. Actually, wait, before I do that, is there fire? If you stand next to a fire source in this game, you can heal yourself. But unfortunately, this military base is too adept at non-flammable technology. Goodness gracious. So no health for me. Oh, no, I spoke too soon. It's time for the bone. Yeah. There we go. Alright, what else do we got? I'm just remembering now that there's a scene in the first Ghost Rider film where fucking... Oh shit, is that... Are we gonna have to fight Neptune? Where Nicolas Cage is like... He finishes his stunt, because he's a stunt... Because Johnny Blaze is a stunt driver. He finishes his motorcycle stunt. He's sitting back in his, like, home, in his apartment or whatever. And he's sitting there, like, eating jelly beans out of a bowl. Like Ronald Reagan style, just eating jelly beans, and fucking puts on a... It is supposed to be something that is just on TV, but it looks like he has specifically like popped in an old tape or kept an old tape in his television of a monkey doing kung fu. And fucking... I remember his buddy comes in. And I need to rewatch Ghost Rider specifically for dumb shit like this. But where's the... Ah, there you are. You didn't spawn in. Oh, y'all spawned up here. There we go. Oh no, they're only at Brutal and I'm at also Brutal. Could just do the link chain. I don't want to do that though. No, but his like manager comes in and like messes with his TV or something, or like drinks his beer or eats his jelly beans or some shit, and messes with the TV. Goes, all right, first you drank my beer, then you turned off my monkey kung fu. You're looking for scrap, right? I don't know why that's like the line that always sticks with me from that movie. Granted, there isn't really too much from that movie, although I do believe you do get a young Rebel Wilson before she did Pitch Perfect. She was in Ghost Rider. She is the goth girl that the news interviews after Ghost Rider like first pops out in the city. She's like, his whole head was like, whoosh, and she like puts her hands around her head to imitate that the skull was on fire. Being Pitch Perfect, I need to get back on to watching Workaholics. I watched it a lot when I was in like middle school, and I found that it's on like Hulu. So I went through it like a week or two ago and just watched a few episodes of season 1, and I forgot just how it's very of the time, but it's also just a lot of fun. I think it holds up pretty well for the most part. Although rewatching it when you're an adult, you're just like, damn, everyone is just a piece of shit in this show. And not even in the way where it's like, they're all having like fun with these. It's like, no, y'all are just kind of dicks. Kind of like, I guess Always Sunny kind of does the same thing, but I don't know. I say that because the guy that plays Adam in Workaholics is also in Pitch Perfect. He's like the most successful guy off of the main 3, I reckon. Oh, I wanted to get that. Going down the Half-Life 1 / Akira elevator. Oh, this is too rectangular to be an Akira elevator. Wabam. Oh, you stink. Unfortunate. You spawn it all the way over here. You make all that noise for what? For no purpose. All that ninjutsu training, not worth it when you get punched in the fucking face. Not worth it. And then everybody will be happier. Amen to that. The minute you're no longer a slave to a fucking debt credit card company is always a good time. Vives! We got Vives Ray. Anybody got any plans for 4th of July weekend? Well, actually, I know you're, I believe you're, not in America there, you're, so I guess I should just ask you, I don't know, is there anything going on, this Friday? Is there a holiday for your country? Or are you just doing a regular weekend? I'm not familiar. Over here, I do like all the green, that's pretty cool. It's like techno cyberpunk green. Like the futuristic kind of outfit you can get in No More Heroes 2. As deep of a pull as that is. Green, yeah! It's a really good shade too. I really liked like the neon lime green. Forgot this was here. It's like plutonium green or uranium green, I should say. I'd not call this one neon. How would you describe this one? I'm curious. It's kind of like an ethereal, like a spirit energy, like an ectoplasm. Kind of like a Mortal Kombat Ermac. With a little bit of C, like a little bit of blue on it. Let's say neon green, but not lime green. Oh, okay, gotcha. That's fair, that's fair. 2 neutral on time. Okay. That's, you know what, yeah, you're right. That would be more yellow. Oop, oop, I'm getting fucking Oreo'd over here. Are we actually going to oh no, we're not going to make that. There we go. Have a PhD in green. I like that. I might add that to my quotes list. I have a, I keep a quotes list of things that kind of catch me off guard. It used to just be for friends and family. I've upgraded it a little bit if something kind of catches my eye, especially. And I do really enjoy, I have a PhD in green. With your consent, I might add that to my quotes list on my phone. To give you an idea, the last quote I have was from a video I was watching yesterday about if Frank West could survive in the Resident Evil verse, and the quote was, "You can only gas up a white boy so much before it gets dangerous." And I had to stop the video right there because that got me really going for a second. So. Ooh, hit. Another good quote on there that I really like is a buddy of mine. Oh, I missed that. Damn it. If he just fucking ragdolls. Is a buddy of mine gets a he says, "Look, I saw yogurt, I don't read." And that was because he did not realize that the fruit on the bottom yogurt he was eating had fruit on the bottom. Ooh, turn. There we go. We're out. We are crushing it tonight. Goodness gracious. Barely an hour into the game, and we are just getting V rank on V rank on V rank. We've already made 20,000 souls back. I'm going to be starting the next level. Oh yeah, we're going to get the lightning spirit next, I think. The lower levels. Let's see, I think we really only have like 3 actual comic bosses. After that, Lightning Woman. Or no, I take... no, we fought Vengeance earlier. Yeah, we might only have 3. I think we have Blackout, I think we have Scarecrow, and I think we just have Blackheart. Alright, so now we're in the lower levels of this military base. Let's go to our upgrades. We can at least get these other combos. Done. I still love it's like a 240p image of fucking Sam Elliott. That's just what we're here for. Oh, I didn't do all of the... You know, yeah, I'll upgrade the shotgun to max out.
There you go.
There you go. And then there's like the Hell Shot, but I really don't need to upgrade the Hell Cycle. We just have Fire, Light, Heavy. We have the game art bundles and everything else. Then there's the comics I was talking to Yoshi Star about earlier. Is like, you can read all these if you buy them in the game. Like, if you just spend the upgrade points, you can read the whole comic. You have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 9 comics. I don't remember if I think these are full arcs. So like, Midnight Suns is the full arc, I think. Rebirth is like a 3-issue thing. If I can get the upgrade tree maxed out before I beat the game, and like, except for the Hell Shot. So really, if I can get another 8, 16, 24, if I can get 24, if I can get about 30, 40,000 more, I will get a small one here and just test it out. Because that's what I used to do. Like, I had this game all the time on the PSP as a kid, and part of the reason why I really like going back to it is because I could read those comics. Because I didn't really have like a whole lot of comic stores where I grew up when I was younger. There are a few more that have opened up since then, but back then, like, the closest I could do is go to a Borders or a Books A Million, and I was really too young to be looking at like Ghost Rider stuff like that. Like, this game is rated M, I believe, but I think that's really just because there's like depictions of... Actually, no, I think it might be rated teen. I don't remember, actually. This might just be a T, because the movie was PG-13. So yeah, I think this was actually just T for teen. But like, I had a Borders and a Books A Million. There weren't really places that had a lot of Ghost Rider stuff. You had Spider-Man, you had some X-Men, you had your DC stuff, obviously. But not a whole lot of Ghosty, so... I could read this and be like, what? And also, too, that was like my exposure to, certain comic book isms, like DC and Marvel both used to have like a Captain Marvel character, a character named Captain Marvel. DC's just turned into Shazam after a while. But likewise, we both have, or they both have a Scarecrow, who is a villain. I think Marvel's version of Scarecrow is just like a crazy guy. He doesn't have like fear gas or anything like that. And he has a scythe. He actually was used in... I don't think it was Spirits of Vengeance, but I do believe it was like the 2021 Ghost Rider run. Like, very quickly, like Robbie Reyes runs him over with a car or some shit. It's like a very small cameo, but I am happy he's still being there. Speaking of supernatural villains, actually, the new Disney Plus show Ironheart came out, and while I don't particularly care for a lot of MCU stuff, I am happy that the villain of that show seems to be a character called the Hood, and if he is the Hood, then I do believe that means that we will be getting more supernatural things in the MCU, because the Hood made a deal with a demon to gain superpowers. And the Hood actually does have a small mini run with Ghost Rider called Final Vengeance, where he takes over the demon in Johnny Blaze's body. And that miniseries goes pretty fucking hard, because there is a bit where, like, Johnny being separated from the Spirit of Vengeance is going out of his way to, like, he's getting jumped basically by demons, and this other like wizard pops up on him and he's like, I'm gonna help you out, bud. And then you just see a fucking blast of hellfire energy, and Johnny Blaze comes up with sunglasses, hellfire burning through the eyes, peeking out of the sunglasses, and a hellfire shotgun, and he says, I think there's still a little bit in the tank. And the fucking issue 2 or whatever ends like that, and it's some of the hardest shit I've ever read. It's so good. Yeah, might need to plug in the headphones here in a sec. You knock that off. 1 second here, just gotta plug in my headphones. Just a little problem with the old webcam, but we are back. Headphones plugged in, webcam restored, we are a-okay. Oh, let me get the mouse off there. There we go, that'll do it. Alrighty. All this electricity. It's kind of crazy they just kind of have dead rooms for the atmosphere. A game like this, you think you just front load it with a bunch of enemies. Alright, monster POV time. Oh, you look like a Killer Instinct character. You kind of look like Gargos. Killer Croc if he was hooked up on Bane's fluid. You gotta see that you love seeing when they go down like this, because that, you know, that means that there's gonna be a mini-boss. Good lord! Didn't even get to execute him like that. Holy shit! Upgrading the shotgun was a good idea. You've absorbed Water Soul. You can now destroy water magic. Alright. We can go through here. Why would you destroy your soul? I don't know. I wouldn't do it. Don't want to do it. That idea is rather frightening. My keyboard's acting up my nail. No worries, no worries. I know how it is. If I had $1 for every time I made a typo in something. Ah, damn. That's unfortunate. After you're done keeping it there, does it just have to, like, regrow naturally before you can paint it and stuff again? Oh. Corner. Can't go to a... do you have a wedding within the next few days? Oh, okay. Ah, damn. Damn, that sucks, man. Do a very poor Photoshop of what your nails would have looked like, and then print it out on a piece of paper, and then that way when you meet people, you can just put them and be like, this is what I was going to do if my nails weren't fucking with me. My nails weren't a fuck. Alright, let's power this on here. I love I'm eating the flame while this is going on. Yeah, punch it to make it work. Most video game thing of all time. Just hit the remote if it ain't working. Knock the batteries back into place. Just like Papa taught you. Alright. Loading. More ninjas. Thinking of pretending that finger has a wound. Yeah, maybe put a band-aid over it. And just like paint your other nails. That way you can also keep the broken nail in place, maybe. Ow. And double teamed. That's what we're doing. We do the Mario 64 on him. Alright, that's it. I'm getting tired of y'all. It's still in place. I see. Oh, hi, you. You. Second time that's happened and I don't appreciate it.
Ready for my penance stare?
So cheesy, I love him. Such a silly little guy. Oh, here's something I just remembered. So Marvel, every once in a while, they put out what they call the swimsuit special, right? A few other comics do this. Udon Street Fighter does this. And, you know, it's basically just like, oh, yeah, you know, buy it for all the superheroes wearing the hot, skimpy stuff. And so, you know, you buy it and you're like, oh, okay, there's Jean Grey, you know, there's Psylocke, there's Storm, you know, there's Elsa Bloodstone and Misty Knight and all these people. There's Luke Cage, there's Spidey and Cyclops and Wolverine. But then you go to fucking, you get to, uh-oh, there we go. You get to Ghost Rider, right? And he's just a flaming skeleton on the beach with like a bottle of suntan lotion right next to him. And it's done as like a 60s pinup. It's great. It's so fucking great. I made it one of my wallpapers on my desktop because I love cycling through and either seeing like horrific visuals. Like for one of them, I just have Ratmuk from VHS 97 coming out of the drain pipe. I like having actual like really cool designs, like Transformers stuff. I have a lot of Transformers wallpapers and a few X-Men ones. I think I have like one or two. I might have some No More Heroes ones. I might have one or two Ruby ones, but then I also did have a bunch of shit posts on here. So I have like that Ghost Rider Skull one. I have one of Cat Noir from Miraculous just as I shat. I've got one of Joe Biden Newports, which used to be my PS4 wallpaper for a while. That's a classic in my opinion. But any like really fucking silly, goofy thing, if it gets outlandish enough, oh, excuse me. If it gets outlandish enough, I make that my my wallpaper, because that's whenever I try and edit something or make a thumbnail, I like to try and make it as outlandish as silly as possible, which might also be to my detriment. Wow, that one was quick. Sub 2 minutes? That's ridiculous. Silly is funny. That's what I'm saying. Too short to have things serious, man. Like, I love the aesthetic wallpapers as much as the next guy, and I got plenty on there. But every once in a while, I need to just look over and just fucking break down. Like, there's one that got me a while ago. It was, it's, Saris, or not Saris, it's, who is the police officer in, Hellsing? Saris, I think, is the head of Hellsing. But anyways, it's the police girl from Hellsing, except it's not her face, it's fucking Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad over her outfit, and it's just like a very high quality photo of him with like red eye contacts to look like her. It's fucking great. I love it so much. Almost done with the Devil May Cry video. I was actually working on it earlier this morning, and I found something called like Devil's Lair, which was an old Devil May Cry forum, and it was really cool. It was made back in like 2005, and it has like a bunch of old wallpapers from everything up to 4. It has like a few 4 wallpapers, but nothing from 5, if I remember correctly, as well as like a bunch of fan-made ones, and they have a video archive of parody and like GMV submissions, and it's been going. I think like the last update was 6 years ago, in 2019, for assistance with Devil May Cry 5. But the unfortunately, like the forum feature's been taken offline, so that leads to like a 404. But everything else is still up and running, aside from like some videos you can't download because I guess they were made in Flash, so the extensions don't work anymore. And the downloads for like the anime, because they got hit with a cease and desist. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, that was actually really cool. It really made my day as I was waking up, just because I really like seeing that older, more innocent internet still being around and preserved. I think that's really cool. Like I said, I just finished episode 6 for my second to final draft on the script. I want to do a passover one more time just to make sure everything is coherent enough, because I am rambling in this script. Like, I think we're already at 10 pages, and I still have 2 more episodes to go, plus a conclusion, and almost a where are we now type. But I'm hoping to really work on that for the majority of this weekend, since I'm going to have Friday off, and hopefully get around to recording it and going back to work on Boyfriend Dungeon, because ever since I've started working on Devil May Cry, I have left that thing in the sidelines, and it's just sitting in Premiere, taking up space. And I feel bad, because I do want to get Boyfriend Dungeon out, but oh, the neurodivergent tendencies of starting something new out of the blue, because you're like, oh, this also means something to me, and I want to do this now because this is new and fresh and fun. And it's like, okay, well, what about the old thing you didn't finish? And it's like, oh, I'll get to it eventually, I guess. Yeah. Also need to compile the Devil May Cry 3 footage. Need to do that. I did upload the VOD for Miraculous Ladybug. I don't remember if I posted about that. I don't think I did, actually. I need to make a post on that. Still need to wait for Season 6 to come to Disney, man. I need to see, or at least to, like, pirate sites or something, so I can figure out what the fuck is going on in that show. Apparently we're getting a Miraculous Ladybug anime now in addition. So, it's gonna follow, like, a whole Japanese sect of miraculous wielders. It's a bit crazy, but what is that outside texture? That is not where I came from. That looks like the Mars texture from, like, Doom 3. When you're going between the bases? What in the world was that? Ow. Ow. Ooh. Damn. These ninjas are annoying. I'm a little glad I'm not playing on hard now, because holy shit, these fucking ninjas, dude. They're just very quick. They're on my ass. There we go. What? There we go. Probably getting a D on damage. I should not have been taking that much, but oh well. Is what it is. Alright. Back here again, give me more health. I don't think these are infinite, so this will run out eventually. Maybe. Maybe not. This is really gonna keep going, isn't it? Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. But it damn near refilled my health, so can't complain about that. I wonder what the speedruns are for this game. Considering how little it's taken me, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like under 2 hours. For a speedrun, I should say, not for my playthrough. Track you out. Damn. There are some combo mad videos. So part of the reason I also wanted to do this is because, like, I do like this game. I have been thinking about playing it for a while, but I saw fucking Shark Dick play it a few months ago when they were playing it, and rewatching them, I was just like, damn, I forgot how fucking fun this game is, man. I forgot how, like, it's basic, it's a little jank, it's a little rough around the edges. But there are a few games where I can combo a fucking steel chain into a shotgun on an undead ninja. Like, there are just few games you can say that about. Okay. Yeet. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright. We're gonna do one of these. And there we go. And it's the same thing. Okay, cool. Yeah. Alright, we can clear water magic now. Ooh, that's a goopy sound. CDVSA. Okay. Not horrible. Not good, but not horrible. Alright. And now we actually have our fight against Blackout. I kind of forget his deal. I think it is light powers. Blackout is one of the villains I'm not as familiar with, so grain of salt on that.
Ghost Rider found Blackout waiting on the water. The vampire had helped himself to some of the military's hardware.
Oh, he's a
for quick
vampire.
getaway.
Ghost Rider, ready for a watery grave? Once
Looks
I'm
like
done
the
with you, I'm
fully
headed to the
vamp. He
city.
looks like
Some
Kiefer
friends of
Sutherland
mine are calling
in
on
Lost Boys.
Roxanne, and I want to make sure they know how to treat a lady. We'll see.
Oh, is it going to be a water? Like a jet ski type deal, like invention? Oh, I guess it is. Shoot, maybe I should have upgraded the hell cycle. Alright. And now I'm going to go through this way. What? Blackout is getting away. No, no, no. Why did it say down if I could just jump over it? What the fuck? And... yeah. Damn, he is getting away. Where the fuck did he go? Okay, dude. Ow. Am I not supposed to even fight you right now, I guess? Because I'm not even dealing damage. I guess I'm just supposed to chase him for some time. There it is. Okay. Gotcha. So just, this is a very much a wait and then just deal damage type deal. Okay. Am I ahead of him? Oh no. And now it's gonna go the other way. Or not. Whoa. Aw, darn it. I think I missed my chance. Although after doing that, he might just do it again. I think we'll be alright. Or not. Guess I'll have to do another lap. Oh, or not. Alright, just gotta hit this one more time. Joke's on you, I'm just not gonna do that. Love I can just ignore this because it's like I have a double jump. So that just negates the limbo ceiling. Got him. Alright, that was simple enough. Krakatawa.
Having seen the blackout, Ghost Rider headed for the city. He had to ensure no harm came to Roxanne.
Okay, yeah, so city and then carnival and then that's it, I
This
think.
is the place. This is where they brought the body. I'm coming in. Any unholy fools want to try and stop me?
Blade's cool, man. I need to read more Blade's comics. I need to figure out where to start with Blade. He's another one that's been around since the 70s.
Nothing like a nice workout to relax at the end of a long, hard day. Now, Blackheart, son of the demon lord Mephisto, me and you are gonna take a little.
It's like I know there was was it Blood War? Was it called Blood War?
Sweet dreams, Blackheart.
The
Enjoy
vampire
your beauty sleep.
big event, but that was
Meanwhile, Ghost
that was a
Rider
couple
heading
different
back to the city.
comics and such,
The
so I don't know about
hellfire
that.
Furiously surging through his body was telling him that the demons had already hit town and that they had Roxanne.
Ah, yes, the bar.
Ghost Rider could sense the evil emanating from the body and knew that this was no ordinary bar fight. There was something bad in that bar. Whatever it was, he would make it tell him where Roxanne was.
Your woman,
Roxanne?
my brethren have her. She's at the church.
I have to reach the church.
Alright, going to church. Almost straight V's. Unfortunate. Although with 28k, that should put us, excuse me, over to get the last of our move upgrades, which I do believe are the last upgrades we need before we start investing in the comics. So there we go. All right, we got bar fight coming up next, which is interesting considering he already went to the bar and was told to go to the church. But I don't know, maybe he's going to a different bar. Or I guess some of the fucking demons are like, oh, actually, we aren't dead yet. We're gonna kick your ass. Shades of the Crow City of Angels. Alright, hold on before I do that. Hold triangle.
There you go.
Running jump triangle.
There you go.
Triangle, triangle, square, triangle.
Enjoy.
Alright, and then health shot. Yeah, we don't need that. So let's do... Let's get Rebirth, because I believe this is Danny Ketch.
There you go.
We'll also get Life's Blood.
Done.
And then, yep, Don't Be Afraid of the Dark is issue 2, so then you just get same thing here. Birth, Rebirth. And they aren't in chronological order, so you will be skipping a lot of stuff, but it's just like cherry-picked versions. Ooh. Ground pound AoE, that's pretty sick. Oh, come here.
Ready for my penance.
Ooh, right into that one. Grab him out the air. That's the thing, there's not like a ton of mix and matching here, but what's here is really more than what was necessary. Because you really could have been running around doing the same 3-hit moves. But no, if I could stop button mashing, I'm sure I could be a little bit better here. Okay, that was it. Damn, is that really... Is there any more part of the bar I can explore? I do believe I go back through here at the exit. front. This part of this gets dropped off. Fine, I'll just go ahead and beat him down. These fucking projectile demons coming back from the first level again. Surprised that missed. Ooh, missed. A little buffs in my combo. You. It's a blue. Oh, that's an earth ball. Man. Body, apa! Alright. That takes care of that chapter. Literally. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get a couple of comics before the run ends. City limit. I think we've got another 6 levels? Unless the carnival bit is only in the PSP version. Which would be a little sad. I kind of liked fighting Scarecrow and going over to the carnival. Alright. Alright. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Oh my goodness. Alright, what do we got? Honestly, these levels are more for point farming anyway. I wonder if you could play GeoGuessr with this game. Just put up a random piece of infrastructure and be like, oh, where does this bar take place? Although you couldn't really fact check anybody, I don't think. Unless the Wikipedia for this game actually lists where you're going. And it's not just like the bar, the mines. Like, oh, you're on the outskirts of rural Arizona or something. Ow. That's the thing, if you try and lose control of this bike, you will lose control of the bike. Alright, and that's it for that. Overwrite. Civil disturbance. Alrighty. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, I can't cancel that out. Aw. Fair enough. I guess if you're gonna talk shit, you have to commit to the bit. I can accept that. Oh, rocket launcher enemies. I have a gun as well. Oop. I had a feeling you'd be over here. Nope. There we go. Okay, keep hitting the pipe, buddy. What's it gonna do? Oh, Fireboy. Right. Okay, okay. You taken care of, which now leaves you. Alright, any more? Okay then. Excuse me. Alright, another red door. Ooh, baby double. Is this gonna work? Yes.
Ready for my penance stare?
Damn. Big lumbering guy, where's he at? Ah, over here. Oh, they actually need vengeance rank. Okay. There we go. Thank you for coming to me. I appreciate it.
Nice try.
I appreciate it. Alright, let's just spawn out here. No gas until you clear out the demonic horde. As if your health cycle uses unleaded. I love it. That's awesome. Get you. Shit. Nice. Okay. Oh, okay. That's the watered guy and the two spinners. Big fan of they're being a big fan of the spinners right now. Goodness gracious. I'm getting to that time of night where I can barely speak. Go ahead. Ooh. Did a little bit of damage too, like that. Alright, pump should be free now. Which I believe means we're just gonna light this on fire, yep. Blow up the fuel tanker so we can go. Hell yeah. And then now we're going into the cemetery. It's one of the longer levels, I feel. Which isn't saying a whole lot, considering that it really only takes us about 3 to 5 to beat a level, but even so. Right, the crows! I forgot about the or the buzzards, I should say. Buzzards. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Shoot them buzzards in the face. Ooh. These are like the upgraded versions of the bats, really. All they kind of do is dive bomb. They are more aggressive than the bats, so as you can see, I'm already gotten hit twice by them. Coming this way. Hit him with that suplex. Yep. Okay, we're going this way. Ooh, okay. Damn. Pretty sure their execution is the same as for the bat. Damn! Don't let him get up. Down through here. Is there a place where I can heal? Doesn't look like it. Don't appreciate that. Okay. Always with the fireballs. We'll go ahead and just use our chain break right here. Nice. And darn near have the meter already filled back up. Let's go. Go through here. And go around. A bit of an odd place to end it, right around here, but fair enough, I suppose. The danger zone. The Kenny Loggins bike experience. Parties. Alright. Now we're in a city proper here. A bit more big city architecture. Kind of reminds me of the driving section, the first driving section in Batman Begins. Underrated superhero game, that Batman Begins. Jank is all hell. Plays like a weird Splinter Cell game almost from time to time with how you do stealth, but I still enjoy it on occasion. Don't think I've ever beaten it because it's a bit hard for me, but also like got some real horrifying imagery in there with the fear gas. Crazy stuff. Okay. More biker gang stuff right now, rather than a lot of fodder enemies we've been getting on these bike rides previously. Don't know where he's going. Aw, come on. At least it starts me back over here. Get out of the subway, eat fresh. Alright, there it is. High Rise is... This is a boss, but I don't remember... Is this supposed to be Scarecrow? This isn't right. Turn it up a little bit. I'm pretty sure this is going to have a cutscene. We shall see. Or not. And turn it back down then. Maybe it's just like a... Oh, maybe it's the Wind Spirit or something. Alright. Alright, more ninjas. Oof, okay. We'll see if anyone's curious in checking out Ghost Rider. The 2021 run is pretty good. It's a pretty good starting place. There's some weird stuff going on, but it really doesn't need a lot of, at least in my opinion, it doesn't really need a lot of, like, prior knowledge. You can kind of just jump in and gain everything from there. Most things are told to you directly. You don't really have to make a lot of inferences. And you get to go on, like, a really wacky adventure. It's definitely pretty far out of what I consider the norm is for comic book storytelling. So, I thoroughly recommend it. I had a lot of fun reading it. And hit him with the body blows. Bam. Get my health back. Give me all of it. Oh, no. Alright. Stops short of 2 links. Oh, but I do have some unspent upgrade points.
Enjoy.
Scarecrow.
There you go.
Your struggle.
There you go.
Midnight Suns. This is with Blade, Morbius, and I believe Moon Knight. Oh, each of the comics is only 2K. That's nice. Death Ninja. So we still have Demise of Blackout and End of Ghost Rider. So there we go. Once we get some more souls, I can put it towards all that. Okay. Here. Ah, okay, that was health coming towards me. It's like, what shoot me from down below? That was pretty cool play with perspective, though. I enjoyed that. All right, over here should be actual fight. Exits down below. That's blocked off. That's it. I'm getting tired of these buzzards already. Alrighty. Up to the roof we go. And here comes the crow guy, or the vulture. I believe he is the wind spirit, though. Goodness. Stop that. You kidding me? You kidding me? I just press R2 4 times, he goes away? Damn. Upgrading the shotgun to white hot is ridiculous. You can now destroy air magic. Cool, man. Whatever you say, man. Is there any air magic over here? Oh, is this it? In the wind? No, it's not wind magic. Okay, I guess I just go back then. It's health. Through the exit. Go back down the steps. All right. Ow. They waste no time in making you an enemy. Let's just clear up some space here. It's better. Is it through here? No. Okay, guess I'm going back this way then. Be correct. Ride like the wind. Now you got wind magic. Alright. A cycle is fused with the air soul. You can now perform a Hellfire boost by pressing R2. You just need to find me a good straightaway. This should be good. Bam. Oh, bam. Oh, wrong button. You got it. I'm about ready to slide to my death over there. It's no good. Ow, ow. The boost really doesn't feel all that fast, to be honest with you. Let's see if I get some more airtime out of it. Alright, a little bit. It's nothing crazy. It's kind of just adds like a... feels like a 0.15 modifier onto your cycle. Hey, full vengeance. All the way, let's go. That deserves one. That deserves a little... Church awaits. Alrighty. More birds. Birds that need vengeance meter. That's a bit ridiculous. Especially when they do that. Y'all are getting fucking annoying. But doing this just automatically gets me up to vengeance. Are you kidding me? Can't see what the hell I'm doing, but... Nope. Nope. Really? And I believe we go in here next. Doing that little camera angle twist there. Alrighty. Candles, or at least those candles do not count. There's not really any backtracking, so on one hand, it's a blessing of like, I know if I'm going to a new area, I'm not really going the wrong way. On the other, it is just like, yeah, there's nothing to really explore. Granted, there's nothing to really collect in this game anyway. So it's not really anything you're going off the beaten path looking for. Nope. I do wish you could roll cancel out of your combos here so you weren't locked into animations. Especially with other enemies like that. Feels like you can for some moves, but not for all of them. Okay. Nope. Here we go. There we go. Get my health back, please. I haven't died yet, and I would rather not. If it can be avoided. I don't think I'm going down to the parking garage, am I? No. What about this door over here? No. In the garage, maybe? That's where I blew up. Can't go back over there. Ah! Right, I gotta clear the air magic. Go away. Silly me. Alright, this is part of the cemetery. I do like that it hits me either way. Or hits behind me. Or behind the enemy as well, I should say. So it has the potential to get two at once if you train them right. That's pretty cool. Okay. Alright. There are enemies. Oop. You need to go back here, young man. Yeah. Nope. Shit. Hey, welcome in, Brioche. Scared the shit out of me. How's it going, man? Back out of that. Yeah, we're just in the latter half of Ghost Rider on the PS2 here. All right. And that cleared it up, so we are good to go into the church. I'll finish up that level here. Oh, man. Ride and go. Oh, or if only we could be so lucky. Or Psychos. Oh, this is this Scarecrow? Is this him? I swear I thought it was at the carnival. Maybe I'm wrong.
Roxanne!
Such a sweetie.
Gotta turn the volume up because the cutscenes of this are just not mixed so horribly.
Okay, honest opinion.
Yeah.
How much
Scarecrow.
more of this before she loses her lunch?
You will end this now.
If you insist, Ghost Rider. But be
Oh, there's some weird aliasing on the
There's
right.
more than bats in this belfry.
Yeah, he's more of like just an actual crazy guy rather than someone with fear gas. Oh, my health care is over. That's not good. Thank you for landing. Alright, should be able to get another one out here. Yes. Okay. Let's try this. Ow. Damn. First death of the run. Fuck. Wow. Wow. Damn, are we gonna Okay, we just restart over here. Okay. Okay. That's crazy. I can't believe it took us this long to actually die. We already watched this cutscene. We're not gonna have to do it again. Alexa, play Despacito. Oh, it saves our health too. That's great. Okay, yeah, so right now we just want to deal with the birds. I know these are supposed to be crows, but they're so big they make me think of buzzards. Again, can't really cancel anything. Here we go, here we go. Oop. Would you eat a crow if given the chance? If it was cooked. If it was like cooked properly and I wouldn't risk getting salmonella, I'd try some. But I can't imagine it tasting too much different than chicken. Oh, not up there. I think if I just... Yeah, there we go. Here we go. Now. Up there. I'm gonna just windmill it. There we go. Got him. Second time is the charm. Congratulations, Scarecrow. In addition to sharing a name with another DC villain, for sharing a name with a DC villain, you are the first person to make me die tonight.
Beat up on old Scarecrow. It's all for naught, I'm afraid. He's here already. He's at the Quentin Carnival. You remember the
Oh, okay, yes, we do go to the carnival as well. I saw a video of this restaurant on a roast crow's dish. Probably would pass just because of personal spiritual beliefs, but at the same time, I know I would be wondering what it tastes like with the group. That is fair. I didn't take into account the spiritual aspects of it. Alright. So now we have the carnival, which I believe is a few more levels. Drop that back down. Alright, one little death isn't going to set us back here. I do believe that the carnival is the final stretch. So we shall finish up here on the carnival. One moment here before I go ahead and proceed. Okay. All right, let's proceed here with the final act. All the fun of the fair. So there's the 07 Nick Cage one, which is all right. That one actually has Rebel Wilson, which I was bringing up earlier. She's in there for like a quick little bit in that movie. But the second one, Spirits of Vengeance, is a lot dumber. And in my opinion, a lot more fun because it's just more insane. I did recently watch Drive Angry with Nicolas Cage, which is... Can y'all fuck off? Thank you. I did watch Drive Angry with Nicolas Cage, which feels like an honorary Ghost Rider movie. It's basically Nick Cage escaping hell to defeat cultists who kidnapped his granddaughter. And he drives like a car. He's got like an angelic shotgun that he stole. It's actually like it's very white trash, but it's very fun. I forget where I watched it. I think it was on oh no, it was on Prime. It was on Prime for free for me. So I enjoyed myself watching that. I highly recommend it. I consider it an honorary Ghost Rider film. Alright, more bikers. What that mouth do? It accepts tickets. Accepts tickets. Welcome to Derry, the It prequel, but it's just about Pennywise giving fellatio. And what would a carnival be without clowns? Jackie's box ass enemy. Putting bombs in my belongings. Nope. I forget that as the game enters, enemies just become really bullet spongy. Really spongy, I should say. Just kind of can't relent on them. What? All right. And get out of the way of that. Good. There we go. And rock golem again. Damn, rolled out of the way, still hit by it. There we go. Bitch. Oh. Barely hanging on these last few levels. I forgot that the difficulty ramps up a little bit. And no health source. Not good. Souls. I will buy more comics though. There you go. There you go. I don't know if I mentioned it before, I just love that the upgrade screen is just a PNG of fucking... It's just a JPEG of Sam Elliott at low quality. There you go. Alright, all comics have been got. I guess I'll upgrade the health shot while I'm here. Why not? Reimagined comics. I like a lot of behind-the-scenes videos in this game, too. They're a lot of fun. Getting a PS2 soon. I miss that jank shit, to be honest. I fully recommend it. If you can't run PCSX2, I highly recommend just getting the next best thing and going for it, man, because it really is a lot of fun. Like, there's this, there's Eve of Extinction. The Minority Report game actually isn't that bad. Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge is pretty good for being a Nightmare Before Christmas action-adventure game. No. Wife and I want to get one with 2 controllers. Fair. Maybe you'll get lucky at like a pawn store or something. Where is there fire around here so I can heal? Holy shit. Oh, here we go. Here's a little bit. Thank you. Should at least get me halfway full. Damn, a little less than that. Oh well. Big game is the Dog Island, which I played on the Wii, but I've played Dog Island, actually. I'm pretty sure it's the Dog Island, right? Where, like, your sister dog gets sick and you get on a boat to try and help them. And you go to a new island. Yeah, my boyfriend was telling me about that one. And I wound up playing, like, I played it for, like, a good hour or two. Yes, you become a sniff master, exactly. Who knows? I think I might still have that downloaded. If I do, maybe I'll do that for a stream. That might be nice. I found myself getting like weirdly endearing because I really like cute animals. So I was sitting there, I was like, oh no, I hope my sister gets better. Oh no, I don't want her to be sick. Oh God. You must let me know when that happens if it does. I'll message you. If I decide to stream the Dog Island, I will let you know. White woman laughed at, or white woman screamed at MP3. Oh no, not the lever. Yeah, let's do this. Goatsy level of doom. Lever of doom. Can a skeleton get a prolapsed anus? I guess only one way to find out, right? If you try hard enough. The skin can grow back. We just need to believe. If we all get the Christmas spirit, maybe the anus will come back. Roll out of the way. There we go. Alright, I should have enough. Nope, not dealing with all that. I don't care if I wasted all of it, it was worth it. So Devil May Cry 3. There he goes. Hey, that stopped my my link meter. That's good. Means I get to save that for later. I believe I need to go here. Yep. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you don't really get... I mean, you do get some health pickups in this game, but you have to primarily just stand under a fire source. And that'll be your recharge station, essentially. It's an interesting decision, but it's not too bad. It's really only been these last, like, few levels where I've really started to struggle. And this is on a normal difficulty. Okay. And okay. Need to fucking train them. Damn it. Love I got hit in the air somehow. Really? The AoE is that big? Crazy work. Alright. Nice. A wind spirit? That is a wind spirit. Love that these ones don't really spawn, they just crawl out from under the big top. One, a two, a three. Ah, you fell back. Unfortunate. All right. Now we can go inside the tent. And I think there's another... Yes. Can you go through here? Can't go back. Good to know. Oh, is it over... Oh, right, I need to go through the gate. I forgot that the gate was actually a door. Part of me thought it was a, Part of me thought it was just set dressing in the background, but nope. That's progression, baby. Alright, now I'm up on the hill. Dark magic feels this barrier, only the dark soul. Dark souls? I guess I progressed a little too... Wait, did I miss something? Ah, okay, I had to write it again. Dark Souls? Dark Souls mention? The fucking goober laughs. Grab you. All right. Anybody else? Oh. Blue. Please? Thank you. And run it back over here.
Ready for my penance stare?
I know it's only one of 2 lines, but it's so fucking corny, I like it. Yeah, I was getting my ass beat in this level, so I need to get the Dark Soul, then they'll have me go back. I'll lift up the Dark Barrier, and then that should bring me to the boss. Let's see. All right, Route 6, Routes 666. Ah, man, we gotta get our kicks and our licks in on this route. Any other routes, we will be barred. All right. Roots. I could go for some root beer actually right now. That sounds really nice. Damn, but it's like super late. It's almost midnight. Maybe I'll stop off at the store tomorrow and grab some. Yo, to be honest. What's up? What's to be honest about? Go for an A&W. I'm a mug man personally. Like mug, Virgil's, or there's another one that I've had recently that's pretty good. But those are mine. I haven't had an A&W in years. Oh, I forgot they got little flaming unicycles. That's cute. Mug tastes like dirty water to me? Heathen. How dare you speak of the one true root? Nah, to each their own, though. Ah, darn it. I'm gonna have to hold off on boosting till I get to the peak. There we go. I haven't tried that. Dr. Brown's. I had some good orange cream soda recently. I took like a little sip of it, and it was nice. Alright. Part 2. Pretty goob if you can get your hands on it. I'll keep my eye out. I'm not much of like a regular cream soda guy, but like an orange cream, it's real good. I actually went out on a beach trip this past weekend and got me a key lime cocktail. Shit was delicious. Please don't hit your head. Thank you. It's so nice. There's a lot of sugar though, so I felt a little gross after, but worth it. Honestly, if I can get that as a mocktail, it'd be even better. Give me that yacht rider right there. Oh yeah, here's where the platforming kicks in a little bit more. No way. Hit him with that. Key lime, same. I fucking love key lime. Key lime's my favorite pie. There we go. All right. Shit. Ooh, I might have overshot this one. Yeah, I'm hitting the wall. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, that's fine. Down. Yes, I'm surprised we made that. Hey. I was saying before, I don't know if it's on this version, but I know the PSP version of this game has a whole racing minigame you can do that's similar to this, except it's actual laps and you can play as a bunch of different characters. And I think you do gain power-ups as you go through. It's pretty cool. The PSP version is the version of this I played the most when I was a kid. So this is kind of just like a trip down memory lane, as it were. It's honestly a lot better than I remembered. I mean, the plot's like really bad because it's just go here, like it's very barely interconnected. It almost has like nothing to do with the movie. That being said, the actual combat and the levels are adequate enough. The combat feels pretty good. Honestly, I would like to see this kind of, if we could get this remade with like a slightly better budget and more time, honestly would be happy to buy this again on like a modern console on Steam or something. Well, thank you. Glad you like the sets. It's gonna work. Let's see, we've been in the desert, we've been in hell, we've been in a bar, we've been in the city, the cemetery, an underground military base. We've been obviously at the bayou and the carnival, been in the church, cemetery. I think I've said that already. Been in a handful of places. Carnival's rad. Also love the trees. Oh, that's fair. Honestly, it makes me want to kind of go back and play. There was a Hellboy game that was a little similar to this. It was a bit more basic and quick. It was called, I think it was Science of Evil. I'm kind of curious to go back and check that out. That was another one I played on PSP rather often. I know part of that one has you in like a Japanese like cherry blossom forest. A little bit of it. It was pretty cool. Rock Golem again. Oh, how we missed you. Ow. Stop hurting me. Although I will say, as you, it's very quick to upgrade all your stuff in this game. And the fact that you can do that and then pretty much immediately gain back your kill everything meter is pretty crazy. But that's what higher difficulties are for, I guess. Mother... There we go. On the bayou. Alright, let's go to over here. Yeah. Oh no, more of the same ninjas I've been fighting for like the last 7-10 levels. I don't know what the Louisiana Ninja Corps has against me, but I guess I'll fight them. Maybe it's because I was late on my rental fees, I don't know. Kill everything button, go. I mean, to be fair, with all the crazy shit in Marvel's Louisiana... Ooh, excuse me. I wouldn't be surprised if they did have a Ninja Corps. So you got the fucking... You got Gambit and the X-Men down there. And they're fucking working with, There was the Morlocks underground in the city. There was the Thieves Guild. Ow. Dick. There's the Thieves Guild. There was the Mutant, back in the... I want to say 1800s now, there was a underground movement for mutants, like a resistance to the oppression they faced. Then there's like an underground like City of the Dead apparently in fucking the Uncanny X-Men run, which is the same where you get the mutant resistance from the 1800s. So there's a lot of stuff in Louisiana. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a Louisiana Ninja Corps. Just come down. It's been recent from what I understand. I mean, the Gambit with the Morlocks and Thieves Guild, that's kind of always been since the Jim Lee run in the 90s, I want to say. Like late 80s, early 90s, but the stuff about like the underground mutant revolution that was going on in the 1800s, and then the Abyss with like Savarok, which was like an old god, and the like Death Realm down in like a bayou manor. That shit is from the Uncanny run. That's new, and the Uncanny run's actually pretty cool. There's a lot of new teammates. We got a lesbian couple on the team. That's cute. You know, it's pretty cool. I do wish the kids got a little bit more. Damn. Folded. All right, death 2. Fuck, am I restarting this all the way from the beginning? Oh, well, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's the last day before a holiday anyway. I'll be alright. Yep, we're all the way back here. Okay, that's fine. I just wasn't expecting a fucking 4-piece out of nowhere. But yeah, the powers are kind of cool. One, like, uses the dead to fight. He's like a necromancer. I forget what Ransom's power was, but he's like the leader of that small group. There's one, Calico, that pilots like a soul horse, and that like imbues her with strength. And then there's a character called Jitter, and her thing is she can learn to do anything and be like the best at it, but she can only do it for about a minute at a time, at least for right now. So Yeah, Jitter and Calico have a little thing going on right now. Take my scissors away because I totally don't know what holiday you're referring to for a minute. Nah, it's the 4th. It's the Independence Day. The 4th of July, really. But yeah, same thing, I guess. Alright, doing better this time. Oh my lord. It's the 4th, isn't it? Well, right now it's the 3rd, which means I still have work in 8.5 hours, but we ball. I am determined to finish this in one stream, because it is not that long. It's only these last handful of levels where, like, they up the difficulty on you, and the enemy count. But it's really not that bad. Get out of the way. Damn it. There went to Google and went, homelands. And hey, it's cool, man. When you're out of the country, that mind kind of just goes away. I reckon, at least. I haven't been out as much as I would like to sometimes. Ah. Alright. And was there... There was. You have an easy day at work? Oh, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm sure I'll be alright. Probably just wind up reading comics again like I normally do. I am going to save here, because if I get fucking strung up again, I will be upset. Alrighty. Right, more ninjas. Yeah, same here. We're probably not doing fireworks this year. We don't want to do them unless they're illegal. And also, it messes with the cat. Same here. It's been wet, like, all over. Wet and hot. It's wet, it's hot, it's bad. To quote a, Rowdy Roddy Piper movie. It's really these shuriken bastards that really get me. Any, like, range character that goes out of your way, you got half of that right. I don't think she's hot. But she do be taking dick, though. No, alright. Completely missed the dive kick. Awesome. That's alright. There we go. Alrighty. Frill boy. Not dealing with these again. Save it again, because I don't want to deal with all those guys. It's mainly just the ninjas and the buzzards, to be honest. And even then, like, the melee ninjas aren't that bad. But, like, the ranged guys are just Really? No Con Air? No, no Kick-Ass? No Face Off? No Raising Arizona? Alright, let's see what I can do with this guy again. No, Mom and Dad? No Willy's Wonderland? No Mandy? Yeah, he's Bat Dad in Kick-Ass. Or, was it Bat Dad? What was he? What the fuck was his name? It was it Bat Dad? It was Hit Girl and... It might have been Bat Dad, actually. Damn, damn, damn. Yeah, I don't care if I execute you, buddy. I just need you gone now. Get the fuck out, dude. Alright. We got the Dark Soul. Big Daddy, yes, thank you. Very generic name, and I'm still out here. I'm like, was he Bat Dad? I guess because he had the Batman outfit, that's where I got confused. But yes, Big Daddy. I appreciate it. God. Kick-Ass is a pretty alright movie. I think I always nerded out about it because they talked about Scott Pilgrim. That being said, I don't think I have a desire to rewatch it. Just because of Nick Cage's character in that movie and how how his arc concludes, like, really fucks me up sometimes. Like, that movie is pretty dark, all things considered. And, like, I just don't have any desire to read the comic or watch the sequel. Because from what little I've seen in the sequel, I'm like, this is not good. This is just kind of gross. And the comic itself just looks bad. Not looks bad, but just doesn't look fun. No, like, it's a cool movie. It's fun, but it's just, like, towards the end, the movie, like... Are you fucking... Well, I at least saved right before I fight the Bayou guy. I should probably just run him back. I'll pop Chain when I get in, and then I could also pop Penance. And that should lead me to do extra damage. I could probably get him done pretty easy. I was actually talking the other day with my buddy that I need to rewatch Zombieland and watch Zombieland 2. Because I really liked it, but I never... Are you kidding me? I saved after these guys and it doesn't count? Okay, fine. I guess I'm saving this when I get... Guess I'm saving this when I get into the other thing. That's what I was kind of worried about. It didn't look super great, so I wasn't pressed about seeing it. But I was still curious, you know? No, especially not when what they were trying to do is, like, mirror the cast. And then use that to reflect on themselves. That trope of, like, oh, it's you, but before you change. Look at how far you've come. It's very difficult to pull that off well. And not have it just kind of feel cheap, I guess is the way I'd best describe it. Oh. I had a cool thing going. You had to just mess it up, bird. Alright, I'm gonna go... Like, Red vs. Blue does that. In one of its later seasons, it, like, throws a group of imposters on there that are committing crimes in their name. And it's to show, like, oh, look at how far you've come. This is what you kind of were back in the beginning. And it's like, that's cool, but it also isn't that interesting. Because if you've watched the show, you kind of already know. It's like, yeah, that's certainly how they were. Are we going to do anything interesting with those characters now? No? They're just going to kind of not really grow in this arc, but they're just going to be like, damn, I used to suck. And that's kind of it. Alright. I do have enough. I'm gonna walk up here. I don't have enough for penance, I don't think. But let's see how much this damage does. Only a quarter. Oh, okay, I can do penance. I will Beyblade to eternity if it means I can win. Yeah. All right, flash kick into the gunshot. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All right. And then I should be able to save right when I get into this room. Hopefully I'm right and the saves are just from room to room. If so, I should be okay if I do die here. But of course we shall see. Alright. I don't have any resources to burn. I just have health right now. I will confuse the fuck out of this AI. I do not care. Yeah. Alrighty. Back here, get some more health. All the way? Yeah. Oh boy, there's two of them now. There we go. You know what? I'd say that's pretty successful, all things considered. Oh, thank good. Oh, excuse me. Thank goodness. I think now we're heading back to the carnival so I can lift out the dark magic there. Yep. Going back to the carnival, going back up onto the the Ferris wheel, going and removing the dark magic, and then I think we're on the second to last, if not last level at that point. So we are close to the end. It's within our sight from what little 10-year-old crow can remember. Man, I need more Ghost Rider representation. I am happy he's getting into like Tokon Soul and Cosmic Invasion and everything in the games, and like the comics I've been reading have been pretty good. Oh no, no, yeah, I'm not fixing that. That's death. They've been doing pretty well. That said, it's like I would like to see something for the MCU for him. I'd like a new comic run because the last one was a few months ago. It was okay. It wasn't like super great. The closest we have right now is Helverine, which is Wolverine's son gets a spirit of vengeance, or a spirit of like punishment, I think is how they call it, not really vengeance. And Helverine's been okay, but it's not really the same. I missed the 2021 run on Ghost Rider. I should go back and read the 2017 run with Robbie Reyes. Turn. Oh my goodness. Right, let's try this again. All right, maybe I just need to edge it a little bit. Yeah, I've been running that since I decided I was gonna play Ghost Rider. I was like, let me add in the riff real quick on my soundboard. So I've just been playing that when I motherfucker, when I die like that. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we crossed it. Okay. I don't know why that jump in particular was so difficult. No. Coming in at an angle. Where the fuck are we going? Alright, cool, we made it. Come on, come on. Ooh. Thank you, invisible wall. We out here? We go through one more section? Yep. Weird ass like seagull death sound. Motherfucker. We got it, we got it, we got it. There it is. Thanks for the encouragement there. That was actually able to help me get through it. I appreciate it. I'm getting closer to the carnival. All the clowns start coming out. Appreciate you, homie. All right, let's get. All right, is this it? Is this the final? There we go. The summit. All right. Watch out, that clown's about to put bombs in my belongings. Alrighty. And before we keep going, I'm just going to go ahead and get my other movies. There you go. I wish there was an ad for this game that was just Sam Elliott trying to convince you to buy it. Just, hey there, my name's Sam Elliott. You may know me from films such as The Big Bluesky and Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage. I'm here to tell you to buy Ghost Rider on the PS2. I don't know why I ask you to do this. I fucking hate the machine. But, well, they'd give me a lot of money if you did, so it'd be mighty nice if you just went ahead and bought my game. Look at me, I'm in the upgrade section. All right. Okay. What? You need to knock that shit off. Nope. Damn, just zooming in on the yacht like that. Good lord. That's Swamp Thing right there. Ow. Okay. Even more of you? No, we're not not doing all this. There we go. All right. Hell yeah. Final level. Crank this up because it's going to be a cutscene here. One of the last ones we're going to get.
You can come out. I know you're here.
Just in time, Ghost Rider.
For what exactly?
The apocalypse!
The apocalypse? I thought we were trying to stop the apocalypse.
Stop it? Oh no! Hell on Earth! A kingdom worth 1,000,000 times more than the whole the angels have left for me. That is too good for me to pass on.
So the angels...
Right. I send demons to Earth and they'd be down here in an instant. Takes longer than that to summon the portal. So I had to get someone else to do it for me. Someone with a good and true heart. Someone who always does the right thing.
They played us like a damn fiddle.
While the angels look down, oh, look how Mephisto's servant gathers up the demons, exactly as he promised us, exactly according to the deal. The journey I have sent you on, Ghost Rider, it was not an arbitrary wild goose chase. The hellfire of your cycle has been inscribing a glyph in the earth. Now it is complete. The walls between my domain and this will come crumbling down. Nothing can stop me. Hell on Earth will begin!
But the wall still stands.
Yes, there is one task yet remaining. Your demise. No! No!
Mephisto.
You didn't think I'd stay locked up for long, did you?
Father, son, it doesn't matter. I will destroy you both.
Let's take this outside. Shall we dance again, Ryder?
Is Blackheart Robert Atkin Downs?
This ends now.
Blackheart might be Robert Atkin Downs. That'd be crazy. All right, here we are at the final. Pretty simple stuff. Right, I forgot that makes a shockwave. And bring his ass down here. Ow, that hurt. Come on, Blackheart. Alright, already down 50%. Okay, just took the brunt of that. Now do your shockwave attack. Let's try this. All right, and one more. All right. Go to hell.
Stand back, Ghost Rider. You've done enough.
Why? He betrayed you yet again, you fool.
He is my sire.
Keep out of my domain.
I think not. Until the next time.
I love Ghost Rider just sounds more annoyed. He's like, dog, just stop fucking doing
You
this.
okay?
And Blackheart's like, no,
Was that?
Yeah, Mephisto.
Is he gone?
For now. He'll be back.
Then let's enjoy today while we can.
Fuck, I was right. It is Robert Atkin Downs as Blackheart.
So Johnny won more time for himself, for Roxanne, for everyone. He knows that evil will rise again, and that when it does, the Ghost Rider must be there to stand against it. But until then, he has some living to do.
Travis Touchdown himself, the medic himself as Blackheart. Wonderful. All right, congratulations, you have completed Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider 2999, Vengeance and Blade unlocked. Cheats unlocked. Select new game to play with alternate characters. Use the extras menu to enable cheats. Yes, I would like to save my game. Well, that was Ghost Rider, everybody. Honestly, pretty fun. I'm pleasantly surprised. It holds up pretty darn well. It's very short. It's a lot shorter than I remember. The fact that you can beat this in 3 hours is pretty fucking crazy, to be completely honest. Like, that is and it does kind of start to wane towards those last like 5 or 6 levels. I think around that point is where I'm like, okay, yeah, let's kind of get this over with. Let's keep going. Just because you get so much so quickly that once you're in those levels, you don't really have enough to really warrant further play. It's like, I have all the abilities I can really do. There's nothing to really incentivize me to keep going, aside from just beating the story, and the story's not really good. It's literally go here, beat these demons, and then at the very end it's like, oh, no, I was actually gonna do this, and you beat him like once. He's like, oh shit. I have a weird craving for strawberry Nesquik right now. That's very strange. So yeah, overall, I'd probably give this probably a 7 out of 10. It's fun. I enjoy it. I'd probably come back to it once in a while. I just wish that there were more upgrades. I wish that maybe you got like an alternate weapon you could try and use instead of the chain, or something to help you sync your attacks a little bit more. I really wish there was a lock-on button. That would be ideal. And I wish there was a parry of some sort. Even just like a quick guard type parry would be pretty cool instead of the basic roll. But yeah, this was fun. I hope that somewhere down the, I mean, this was a THQ licensed game made by Climax. What did Climax actually do? While I'm here, while I'm letting these credits play out, let's try Climax Software. I don't want Climax Suite. I don't... What the fuck was that? Climax Studios. Can I go back and see what the fuck that was at the credits there? It looked like it flashed something. Or not. Not in the gallery? Ah, yes, the movie bundle. Let's see here. Climax Studios. Let me see here. Ghost Rider. PS2. Climax Action. Climax Studios, yes. It's going from oldest to youngest. Yeah, so they did Returnal, Crayola Scoot, Adventure Time, Pirates of the Chittaron, Assassin's Creed Chronicles, Dead Nation, Castlevania Lords of Shadow, Bloodforge, iPet and Friends, Rocket Knight, Silent Hill Shattered Memories, Overlord Minions, Overlord Dark Legend, Silent Hill Origins. They went from ATV Off-Road Fury 4 to this, to Meet the Robinsons. Pretty crazy. Nicktoons Unite on the portable. A lot of portable games. Serious Sam Next Encounter. Italian Job, Robot Wars Extreme Destruction, Power Rangers Time Force, Lego Racers, Warriors of Might and Magic. So Bubsy 2? Oh no, on the Game Boy. Beast Busters. Okay, so that's what they did. Let's take a look at these comics before we end it for tonight, because I did say I wanted to check them out. So yeah, if we get Birth, use the L1 and R1 to select between images. Use the directional buttons or left analog stick to move the image right. Oh yeah, give me that 2P. Oh, is this not the full comic? Is this just him becoming Ghost Rider? Yeah, it's not the full comic. That's crazy. What about Rebirth? And then... So these are just pages of a comic. It's not even the full comic book. I completely misremembered this. I thought it was actually the full thing. That's fucking weird. Then why do you give me the volumes? Why wouldn't you just give me the full comic? Like, what are we talking about here? Do you remember, if I go down to the end of Ghost Rider, this was... Does it say who's the author on this one? Velez. This is November number 90. When was this written? $2. $2 comic. This was probably the 90s. That Marvel Comics logo, yeah, we're doing the 90s. Yep. Oh, here we go. Ghost Rider Volume 2, number 90, November 1997. There you go. Yeah, it's a 97-ass comic. Okay. So you get bits and pieces, but you don't get the full thing, which is really weird, and I don't like that, but it's better than nothing. Like, most places only get you... Or most games only really get you the fucking... Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on it, but only get you the covers. Yeah, I am dog tired. I need to go to sleep. I'm gonna check and see. I'm probably not going to be in the stream for much longer, but I am curious to see if there's anyone who is online aside from myself. Max, Salty Bet, Red Masters playing Magic, Nicola, VTuber Outfit, and Monster Hunter. You know, honestly, since I don't think I'm going to be chilling in the chat, I'm probably just going to end it here. Excuse me. But I want to thank y'all for coming out here. I did really appreciate it. And emboldening my nostalgia here is very kind. I just want to leave us with one final thing. All right, thanks, y'all. Stay tuned. I'll probably be back sometime next week or the week after. But in the meantime, thank y'all for watching. As always, praise the static. We're going to go ahead and end it out here. Have a good night, and I'll see you later.